again. Here we are again. Fix my hair. Here we are again. Here we are again. I think it's sitting fine like this. Should it come this side? Yeah, I think it's fine this side. Yeah, it's fine this side like this. What is this? We're still waiting for people to come in. We're still waiting for people to come in. We're still waiting for people to come in. I don't know if anyone's gonna come in today. Okay, we're just gonna give it a moment. Let's see. Yeah, I think we will start. Whoever joins will. So let's see. Oh, there's people who've come in already. Hello. I'm still thinking I'm alone. Hello there. How are you? How are you? Oh my. You guys caught me off guard. Ah. Hi, Shadia. How are you? Hi, Shadia. How are you? And how is everyone else? Please drop a hi so I can acknowledge you. And Liraro, how are you, Liraro? Where are you from? Oh, you're good. That's wonderful. Where are you guys from? Liraro, where are you? Where are you from? You're so hungry. I can't comment on that. Oh my, it's a lunch date and you're hungry. Maybe you'd want to go grab yourself a glass of water or tea or coffee. Oh yes, it's Ramadan. It started yesterday. Okay, from South Africa, Liraro. Okay, hi Zaid. How are you, Zaid? Okay. Guys, we know that it's a lunch date, but in what you call our Muslim family, they're in Ramadan. I think they started yesterday. Lovely. Also from South Africa. Oh, okay. Now we continue to stand strong in prayer. Fasting kills the flesh, so there is great rewards, when you enter fasting, not only spiritually, but also physically as well, your physical health. So the benefits, focus on the benefits. Oh, I'm from South Africa as well. I'm also from South Africa. Lovely. Fasting is it's amazing that fasting is such an ancient act, but medically it has such great benefits. you know, benefits of which, if you want to reverse your age, if you want to kill certain diseases, fasting, it's looks like everyone is from South Africa today. And we got a like. Thank you for the like. I love it. I get excited when I see a like. You guys really caught me off guard. I was still trying to say, I'm thinking that, okay, I'm on my own here. While I'm on my own, let me see what music to play. We are in South Africa. Like what road? I liked. Oh, thank you, Shadia. Thank you so much for the like. And everyone who's coming in, welcome, welcome, welcome. So this is our ritual. Every Friday afternoon, we come together, we meet, and we talk about random things. Sometimes there is no topic to discuss. We just talk about whatever comes. So we go through the chat, those who I knew, we go through everyone's chat. Those are the benefits of having still being a small YouTuber. And Zaid says, we're in South Africa. I'm in Gauteng. I'm from Johannesburg. I'm from Johannesburg. I'm in Gauteng. Oh, that's so that's lovely. Hi, Rouvier. Hi, Rouvier. How are you? Also you. Looks like everyone is from South Africa today. Everyone who's come. So my favorite part of the lives, guys, you forgive my top. I think it's a bit too late to change it. I am from work. And my dress, it's actually a dress that I'm wearing. You can see it's a bit revealing. It's not really revealing. I think growing up, it makes one a little more conscious of how they are dressed. Ah, yes, no, Shadia, I know it's a girl's name. Okay, and to everyone who is observing a fast, to everyone who's observing a godly fast, observing a godly fast, we're standing with you in prayers. May our Lord God Almighty stand with you. May whatever, you know, as you are in prayers and in fasting, because fasting on its own, it's a hunger strike, you know. Fasting accompanied with prayer, it's something else, you know. It's something else. Maybe one time we should do it, share a teaching on fasting, you know, look at it from a spiritual perspective and also look at it from the physical benefits and the medical benefits of it. Okay, someone is asking somebody's age. I know my age is not being asked. No, I'm not a Muslim. I'm a Christian. Hi, Three Lights Traveler. I remember you, Three Lights Traveler. It's amazing our beliefs, how we are, hey? I see that you say, please close the top or take off the cross. Jesus does not like such things. It's amazing, you know. I always admire people who carry such passion, you know, for for their faith, you know. And yay! I think, Shadia, we're waiting for the fourth like. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know what happened to it. So it's amazing. I'm looking at Three Lights comment. I don't know if they are still around or they dropped off. Probably got turned off by my top. They'll be strong, Shem. I'm a grown woman, so they'll be very strong. I'm dressed very appropriately. It's just that you'll notice most times I like to cover up to here, you know. So a cross is a jewelry, and if a cross is a jewelry. Oh, you're also a YouTuber. Guys, we've got another YouTuber in the house. Please do go visit Shadia Esop. She's also a YouTuber. So if any, I don't know if Three Light Traveler is here. I'm just going to touch on this once and I'm not going to touch on it again. I believe that I am dressed appropriately. And yes, I am a Christian and I am saved, born again, washed by the blood of Jesus Christ. And wearing a cross does not mean I am saved, does not make me a Christian. It's just a piece of jewelry. For my own religious and spiritual reasons, I know why I wear a cross. Unfortunately, there I do have to apologize. My outfit is not I come from work. It is appropriate. It's just I don't like revealing this part of my body. But because it's going to take me long to go to my room and change, it's going to take long. And I am dressed appropriately. It's just my own personal comfort. So, guys, you will just maybe cover your cameras, your what you call your phones there at the bottom if you find it a little uncomfortable. But I am properly dressed. This is a very long dress. You can see. It's actually, when I'm standing, it sweeps the floor, and yeah, I'm good. Let's see who else is there. Like, I've addressed my outfit, guys. Those who've been with me for long, I know that the Three Light Traveler has been with us for a long time. And those who've been with me for a long time, we've been together on this journey for a long time. I've addressed the outfit. Let's not go to it. It's sorted. It's done. And then, yay! I think Shadia is a prophet. You always see one extra like. It's 6. You're on 6. Guys, thank you so much for the likes. I'll excuse you, Three Light Traveler. I honestly speaking, if you're gonna dwell on my outfit, I think you are the one who is inappropriate, because I am dressed appropriately. Unfortunately, I am a woman. I do have a chest, and I am properly dressed. I can even present in a boardroom. It's just for my own personal comfort. I'm sorry that for your own personal preference and your personal comfort, remember, our personal views, they sometimes interfere. Right now, as we are here, I am a Christian, and I know that part of our family is Muslims. I'm not gonna act funny or say funny things. I respect that. I know Ramadan started yesterday, and we need to respect that as well. We are all of Abrahamic faith. So from the Abrahamic faith, we are 3. We have Christians, we have Jews, and we have Muslims. So all of 3 of us, we are from the Abrahamic faith. In terms of, like, I would say the Old Testament, almost to speak, but it's mainly the Jews and Christians. We are all sitting together in the Old Testament. And then, but yeah, so hence I do respect Muslims a lot, all because we are all coming from the same branch, which is Abraham. And today I don't have food as well. It was not done intentionally. I actually forgot that is Ramadan. I saw my colleague at work, and by God's grace, he was sick and he's still in a healing process, and then Ramadan started. I think it's a great prophetic sign for him if he can look at it spiritually. So, hello, Ka. Remember this one. And Owe Tungwena, how are you? How are you? How are you, Owetu? And hi, Cargo Room. I remember Cargo Room. How are you? Okay, bye, Three Lights. Bye, Three Lights. Yeah, guys, I'll see if you are respectful in other streams. Okay, no stress. Those who are offended by my dress code, guys, I love you a lot. I'll catch you when I'm dressed up to my hair. So yeah, those who are not offended, you can stick around. It is good. As people, we do step on each other's toes every now and then. But if you're not comfortable, please feel free to move right along. My tribe will stick around. Oh, wait, how are you doing? Where are you from? Please change. It's bothering me and others. It's very inappropriate because, like, not good young kids. Okay, guys, let's address one thing. This channel is not for kids. It so happens that kids are here. And I will not be bullied on the channel. If you find that offensive, what I've just said, you can move right along as well. I respect you. I expect you to respect me. I am not naked. I am dressed. So, and I come from a boardroom, as you see me right now, and I came running and I sat here, and I'm not going to address that. All messages that are going to talk about, just because you see this part, you guys are offended compared to what you see out there. Guys, get a chill pill. Get a chill pill. This channel is not for kids. In everything I write, it's not for children. And I'm sorry you find it offensive, but for your own sanity, if you don't like my outfit and it's a huge issue for you, with all due respect, and I'm not saying this with arrogance or with disrespect, so that I don't want to offend anyone, whether you are a Christian, you're a Jew, whether you are a traditionalist, whether you're a Muslim. Maybe we'll catch each other in the next live. So, because I can't be addressing such issues. No, it's not possible. You guys, you see worse. So, but anyways, hello to everyone who's coming in. Oh, Owetu is from South Africa. Dang, everybody is from South. Today we've got South Africans. I'm actually surprised. It's most times I see a lot of people who come in that flock in. They're not from South Africa, and then we do see a lot of South Africans. So to start off with South Africans, guys, it's oh, I've got a call from, I've got a delivery. Let me just see if I can answer. I don't know how to answer this call. Oh, let me answer this guy. Hello? Hello? Emmanuel? Emmanuel, hello? Hello, Emmanuel? Can you hear me? Sorry, guys. It's a delivery that is being, I don't know what the problem is. Ay. Hi, let me send him a message. Hi, Emmanuel, what's wrong? I'm in a meeting. Sorry, guys. We'll take this call together, ne? Hi, Emmanuel. So there is a parcel that is en route somewhere. Now they are calling me. So let's answer. So there's a delivery that left my house, went somewhere. And now the Bolt, those delivery, what do they call it? Bolt send, Uber send, Bolt send. He is calling me now. I don't know why he's calling me. So I'm sending a message to the one who's receiving a parcel, telling them that the driver is there. He is calling me now. And I'm in the middle of the stream. Sorry, guys, ne? Sorry. He is calling me and I am in the middle of a stream. Okay, so let's see how that goes. So if he calls again, guys, I will let you know. So it's a parcel that we're having. My colleague last week, when we left the office, she forgot her bag and I had to carry her bag home and she couldn't come to, I haven't seen her since last week, Thursday. So today in office, she couldn't come today as well. So I can't keep, I don't know how to keep people's things. I'm not comfortable keeping people's things to a point where if I have somebody's item with me, it stays in the reception area right by the door that's going outside to show that it doesn't belong in this house. So I was not going to sleep if the parcel stayed at my house today. So we had to ship it out. So should a call come in again, please, you will bear with me. Don't worry, Shadi, I won't tell anyone. I'm not even gonna read. I'm not gonna read. I won't tell anyone. I won't tell anyone. Guys, we've got Shadia Aesop. Is one also they've got a channel. So maybe if you go through the chat, we've got some people who've got their own channels, and Shadia Aesop is one of the people having a channel. I welcome you all, those who've just joined us. Those who've joined us, we just handled a little bit of an issue where I had a call from a delivery guy. Not delivery, it's Bolt send. Bolt send, like Uber send. Those who don't know what Bolt is, where I'm sending across sending across a parcel to a colleague of mine, because I've been keeping her parcel for over a week. You're welcome, Shadia. You're welcome, Shadia. And to everyone online, welcome, guys. Welcome so much. And you know what? I live for Fridays. That's all I can say. I really live for Friday. Oh, Shadia's channel name is Mia. So if you can, guys, you can visit the channel called Mia. Go visit the channel called Mia, one of our sisters here in the arena of Ambassadors for a Fulfilling Lifestyle. They also have a channel. If you've got a channel and you'd like me to give a shout out to your channel at no cost, because we are supporting each other, please let me know. And then I'll just ask the guys, like, guys, go visit that particular channel. And someone is greeting me. I almost said someone who knows me personally because of the greeting. It's Molo yours. Hi, Sia. How are you? Sia Champagne Papi. And for all the likes, guys, thank you so much. Woohoo! Bye. Bye, Mia. Bye, Shadia. So, guys, you just search for Mia. You'll find that channel. Please do check it out. I will also check it out after the live. And to everyone who's joining us right now, welcome, welcome. Let me start playing our music. We always have nice music playing in the background here in the channel. Okay, I did. So the driver is saying I must tell the person, okay, I did. Oh, guys. Let's see. Oh, yeah. You know, I'm in a jazz now. I am really in a jazz.
Hi, love. You know, I don't have a Bolt app. I was not planning to download it. I'll try and download it.
I don't know.
I can track the driver.
You don't need the app to track the driver. Guys, please let me know. I've sent a parcel and I've sent the directions or the thingamajig. And sure, this lady, I don't know. And they're gonna bill me. Let me send my other colleague. Sorry, guys. We're still in office. We're not in office. I've knocked off. It's this parcel. Let me tell my other colleague, the one who made me to carry this bag, to tell her to go get the parcel outside. Hi, Stella. Please tell our colleague to collect the parcel outside. Driver is calling me. Like, guys, come on. It's not even Friday the 13th. Driver is calling me. So sorry, guys. Sorry. You see, that's why we should work and be successful and get when my son comes, I'll ask him to switch on the lights as well. We should work and be successful and have PAs, you know, they should be handling this, not be, I'm a production house, I'm a host, I'm a typist here. Driver is calling me. And I am in a live broadcast. Jeez. Okay, apologies for that, guys. I hope that it's sorted. You know, when you want to help somebody, it's better that you help them fully. Let me give him a tip. I must give him a tip, right? Oh, Sia, thank you so much, Sia. Sia has liked, shared, and subscribed. And everyone who's sticking around, bearing with me during this hoo-ha, thank you so much. Let's tip the driver because he's been very patient. And then we just type there and say thank you. So we're going to tip him 20 rands and we're just going to say thank you. Because now I don't know how long he waited. Okay, cool. Guys, welcome so much. And to everyone who's subscribed, thank you guys so much. Highly, highly appreciated. And for all the likes and for the share as well, Sia. Thank you so much. And to everyone else who's joining us, highly, highly appreciate. And to our brothers and sisters of Muslim Islam faith, we're saying have a blessed Ramadan. May you be strong in prayers. And yeah, as you continue in these next couple of days. And to everyone else, especially my brothers and sisters, Christians, you know that the Easter is coming, you know, where we remember what our Lord has done for us. May you use this season, this time, between this period, between now and then, may you use it to remember all the goodness of God, all the things that the Lord has done for you, you know, all his mercies, all the things that he's rescued you from. You know, may it be a season where you reconcile yourself to him, you know, to our Maker. Let me get the music as well. And to everyone else who has joined us, we welcome you. And today's topic is raising girls and boys. So we are going back. I'd like us to go back in time to look at what was it like back then, you know, raising a boy child, a girl child, and looking at the dynamics that we have today? Has there been a reversal of roles, guys? I mean, we're living in a time where you find that households are led by women. Girls are going for more masculine roles. Even in studies, they go for those more masculine stuff, you know, heavy stuff. We see women in leadership. So I've done a bit of research as well. So if you see me looking down, it is because I'm looking at my notes. No. Because I'll be looking at my notes. So if you see me looking down, I'm not going to be reading line by line, but I will definitely be looking down and looking at you as well. And to those who are joining us, we welcome you to the Arena of Ambassadors for a Fulfilling Lifestyle, where iron sharpens iron. We are a place where we are here, you know, aspiring to be our better and best, reaching our best selves. We're not only doing the wuza and meditation, we're not that type of life transformation. We deal with real life issues as well. You know, we talk about topics that are sometimes tabooed, that are frowned upon. And the idea is that nothing should be frowned upon as long as you live, you survive as a person. We don't always have answers. We ask a lot of questions. And me, I am your host, yours naturally. My full name is Yolanda. So I welcome you in the arena. Please feel free to share whatever you can in the chat. There in the chat. As you come in, maybe you can say hi so that we can acknowledge you here at home, because we are still, the pleasures of a young or a small channel is that we still have the pleasure, the luxury, and the liberty to go through everyone's comments, to chat with everyone, to acknowledge everyone by name. Some things that we don't really always see in huge channels. So we're going to savor that and milk that cow for as long as we can, because we know that once we have grown, and because we're here for a very long haul, so once we are big, we won't have that privilege. So yeah, as you come in, please feel free to say hi so that I can see you and I can acknowledge you, and we can just appreciate you and greet you using your name, greet you in person. So if we're looking at the children today and the children yesterday, so what was it like raising boys and girls back then? So what raising children looked like then, I'm just going to read a few here. So back then, children were more outdoors, unsupervised play. You know, the environment, and people were more trusting back then. You know, it was community-based upbringing. You know, there's that thing that it takes a village to raise a child, which is something that we don't see today. But we'll go to the things of today. What's it like raising a child today? So in general, raising boys and girls back then, you know, it was more outdoors. Kids were more outdoors. They would play unsupervised. You know, your child will leave your house in the morning and you wouldn't worry that someone is going to come and steal them. Someone is going to come and do something to them. Some harm will come to them. You would just be at ease. I remember I also grew up in that era where we would leave the house in the morning, just be gone out playing. Our families wouldn't worry about us, wouldn't worry about our safety, because they know nothing would happen to us. Communities were more responsible for children back then. And, you know, your neighbor, we come from an era where your neighbor, even a stranger, could discipline your child. So there was limited exposure to media. Back then, we didn't have cell phones, we didn't have internet. Even if phones were there, it was not something that as a child you would sit and play with. And then we had clear and rigid gender roles. The gender roles were clear and they were rigid. The conversations, they were less open. You know, nowadays we're living in a time where conversations between children and adults are more open. You know, we talk almost about everything. Whereas back then, it never used to be like that. So, and also issues of emotions, you know, it's less talk on emotions back then. And discipline was often very strict and unquestioned, which is something that, of course, in today's times, we even have the government stepping in, dictating or guiding, whichever term you want to use, guiding parents or dictating to parents, this is how you will discipline your child. Back then, discipline was very strict, was very rigid, and it was not questioned by anyone. And children were expected to fit in and to not express themselves. I'm sure you all would remember the saying that children are to be seen but not heard. So that comes back from that era. And to everyone else who is joining us at this point, we welcome you to our Friday lunch date. I'm so happy to see you join us. Our topic today, we're talking about raising boys and girls, looking at today time versus the back then time. And we are asking and looking at what are the differences of raising children back then versus now. What challenges are we facing today? What challenges our children are facing today as we are raising boys and girls? So I'd like us to focus now on the boys back then, because the roles were different. Children were not raised the same at all back then. Whereas right now you can raise a boy and a girl child and raise them almost the same. You know, you would still teach your boy child to clean the house, to do washing, to clean after themselves, you know, to do certain activities that back then they were seen as activities for girl children. And today we also teach our girl children how to be more independent, how to think more independently, how to assume roles of leadership, you know, and for them to not be afraid, like, you know, our back then girl children, they were more like taught to be a bit more fragile, be more pretty and things like that. So let's see. Now, boy children back then, they were expected to be tough, to be strong. You know that thing that boys don't cry. So we see that as well back then. They were emotionally silent. You know, that was the upbringing. Like, you need to be stoic. And boys, they were encouraged to pursue physical play. They were encouraged to pursue leadership. There was less pressure on boys around appearances, and also academic pressure existed, but emotional development was less prioritized. That's how boys were raised back then. And then if we look at the girls, how were girls raised back then? Girls were expected, like I like to say, they were expected to be pretty and nice and soft and domesticated. We all know that. That was the expectation for girls. And girls were expected to be polite, nurturing, and well-behaved. And that you would never hear for the boy children back then. And also more pressure was around appearance and modesty. Coincidentally enough, modesty as well. And girls were encouraged to help at home more than boys, and there was limited freedom in career and identity exploration. This is what we know about with the challenges and the setup of a girl child and a boy child back then. And now let's move on. Let's fast track to today. What does this look like? So we start again in general, what it looks like today, and then we're gonna drill in on the boys, drill in on the girls, raising them today. So we can see a contrast, like, okay, this is how it was back then, and how is it now? So right now we live in a digital era. You know, we live in a digital age where information is freely available. There is more exposure that we see. Our kids, they are more exposed to a lot of things. Even as we speak, we know that in this channel, we do have kids of 6 years coming through the channel, in as much as the channel is not designed for children. And why I say so is because when you set up in YouTube, when you're posting, even if what you are posting, it's not something that is for adult content, or it's not something that is explicit, you have to specify, is it for kids or not for kids? So if you say it's for kids, you find that your stuff will be appearing in YouTube Kids. But then that's not my target market. That's not our target market. Our community, we're building it. Yes, children are welcome. They can still come in, but then we have to specify that it is not for kids, as much as our content is not, what's the word I'm looking for? Our content is safe for kids to listen to even watch, but we still need to specify that it's not for kids. You know, it's our main target audience is adult audience. So let's look at the boy at raising children, what it looks like today, and we're gonna look at both the boys and the girls. So today, like we said, we live in a digital world that influences identity, self-esteem, and social behavior. Higher academic pressure, that's what we see, and structured schedules. If you say you don't have a structured schedule for you yourself and for your children, I don't know what digital age you live in. So we have structured schedules that we see happening. There's more awareness of mental health. You all know that in this channel, mental health is one of the things that we are actually sensitive about. It's one of the things that, oh, my hair. Okay, it's one of the things that we do talk about openly. Okay, this hair, it needs to go back. And that parents must navigate online safety. So remember we said back then, raising kids can roam around, they can play in the open field without worrying about their safety. So in today's times, when we have our kids, you worry about their safety, not just outside, but online, you know? So parents must navigate online safety, cyberbullying, and screen time. Children are encouraged to express emotions and individuality. Parenting is more intentional and psychologically informed. Exposure to global cultures, ideas, and trends. So that's what we see today as we are raising our children. Now, I'd like us to drill in now on the boy. Hi, Shadia. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. And as everyone is coming in and out, and those who have just joined us, we welcome you. Today we are discussing raising children, raising boys, raising girls today versus last, back in the olden times. What are the challenges? What are the challenges? What are the pros and cons of that? Please feel free to drop in the chat and share your thoughts, your ideas. Remember, iron is sharpening iron. I have done my research, which is here, and I'll keep on referencing it as well. And as we are sharing, if something sparks in your mind, or you want to share a thought or a suggestion or whatever you think about the topic, please feel free to pop it there in the section. Yeah, I love what Juki is saying. Hi, Juki. How are you? Juki is saying, yeah, parents are supposed to supervise their kids. And Shadi is saying, got to go do my job. Bye, Shadia. I will see you around. Yes, I totally agree with Juki. Parents are supposed to supervise their kids, which is very exhausting, to be honest with you. You know, and it's not the fault of the children that they have to be supervised so closely. And it's not the fault of the parent that you can find it so exhausting. You can imagine that our children are exposed to the net, and the internet has so many things. The internet exposes our children to a lot of things. Not only that, but also when your children is out, when your child is out at school, you are sitting worrying about your child. Your mom, your dad may not say to you, I worry about you when you go to school. They do worry, but they don't tell you. So coming to Juki's point that parents are supposed to supervise their kids. And what we find nowadays is that supervising of the children is much more harder, is more work than it was back then. And we've got Alison Weber. Hello, Alison. How are you, Alison? And Aiden. Hello, Aiden. It was so lovely. On Valentine's Day, we had our community social, and I saw Aiden face to face. Oh, he's such a good looking young man. Hi, Aiden. How are you? And we've got Taco. I remember Taco. Hello, Taco. How are you? No, we're not doing Teams today. So Teams, because it's a lot of work. On Fridays when I come, I'm coming from office. Literally, I come, I put things down, my bags and everything is there, and I connect and I sit. So Teams will not work at all on Fridays because of I'm rushing from work, coming directly. So maybe one day, when I have a proper studio and everything is already set up, I just come and sit and click a button. That day is definitely gonna come. Actually, you know what, Alison? What you are saying, you are seeing into the future. So that is coming. That is definitely coming. Hi, Taco. Hi, Alison. Hi, Aiden. And I think I did greet Juki as well. Yes, we did greet Juki as well. So to those who are not aware, we did Teams the other time. So we are working on that part. So it's something we'll be doing from time to time where we have Teams. It's not going to be frequent at first until we are still very wobbly on this thingamajig. At least now the lives are feeling less nerve-wracking. Whereas at first, it's like my heart was going to jump out of my mouth. So yeah. We are talking about those who are joining us. We're talking about raising children, raising children today versus raising children back then. So Juki was saying today the parents, they need to really, really supervise their kids. You supervise your children when your child is out playing with other kids. It's amazing where we find ourselves in. As much as it is a more liberated time that we live in, kids can speak freely, more openly. Kids can talk about their emotions more openly. Kids now can even hold a conversation, emotional conversation with their parents, unlike back then. But in all that liberation, in all that emancipation, our children, they are more at danger, at risk from a lot of things around them. They've got access to the internet, which gives them access to a whole world that they've got different cultures, different beliefs, and we've got different people with their different issues. Other people are not well upstairs, and you know what I'm talking about. So there is a lot of supervising that needs to be done. Thank you so much, Aiden. Thank you so much, Aiden. Thank you. I needed to hear that. You should have seen how it was earlier on. So I needed to hear that. Thank you so much, Aiden. Okay, goodbye, Alison. We'll have Teams some other time. Those who came for Teams will have Teams some other times. So let's go on. So we see that today, our boys and girls, as they are growing up, they get exposed to global cultures, ideas, and trends. And this is the part I love the most about raising children today, because exposure, it expands the mind. That's why you find that the children growing up today, they are way more smarter than children who were raised 20, 30, 40, whatever years ago, because the children raised today, they are exposed. And this what I love about this is that we are raising children that are being brought up today. It's children, when you get exposed, your tolerance of other people and different cultures, it gets improved. Just because somebody doesn't look like you don't treat them like, oh, they're gonna kill me, oh, that one looks scary. No, and that exposure, it makes you, I don't know, it makes you richer and more deeper as a person, if I put it like that. And then we've got Lucky Alade, who's just joined us. Cargo Vroom. I can't forget that. It's not possible. Yes, Cargo Vroom is still here. Hi, Lucky Alade. How are you doing? Cargo Room is fine. That's wonderful. You look decent. I like your glasses. Are you South African? Thank you so much. You guys, you see, you are my people. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, there are prescription glasses. I wear glasses. Sometimes I'm on contact lenses. Yes, and we definitely are from South Africa. We are definitely up from South Africa. And this is what we love. And this is what our children, you see right now, I'm talking to Lucky Alade, he's sharing his views. And I'm going to say it's a he, Lucky. Those who are not familiar with our channel, when we can't tell if it's a she or a he, we always refer to a person as a he. So insurance is calling me. Guys, like seriously, what day is it today? Now I have to shoo away insurance. Wow. God, I don't even know how this thing works. You know, it's Bolt calling, it's now insurance calling. I'm expecting my son to be calling because he's out doing his hair. Oh yeah, I removed my braids. So this is my real hair, guys. Yeah. So yeah, speaking of hair, my son is gone doing his hair as well. So yeah. And indeed, hi, cargo room. Okay. So we continue with our conversation. So we do identify those as much as it is. I think it's coming in as much as a day has a night. You know, every night has a day. I guess that's what we are seeing happening. You know, back then it had its own pros and cons. Raising children back then, children were safer. People were more trusted. You know, a stranger can discipline your child. A stranger can call your child to order. Those were the big pluses that we saw back then. There was modesty back then. Of course, it had its own cons, where back then, which is the upbringing of back then, which made it was right for back then. But what we see that some of the what is this word I'm looking for? Some of the traces from back then, we are seeing them affecting us now, in that our men and some of our boy children, they don't know how to express themselves. Now there's somebody at the door. Guys, do you mind? Let me get somebody at the door. Baba, akekho umkakho. Cha baba ngibhizi ngiyastreama. Ijaheke kakhulu.
No, ngibambele bekuthi awangigcwalise lapha ngishoda nje ngo-R5. Ukugqibela.
I think lapho phezu kwetafula khona iphesi yami encane lapho epink. Sorry guys, sorry.
Okay.
Uyayibona? I'm coming. Stay.
Sanibonani ke, nosho upapa nje so Oh, thank you. Ngiyabonga.
I'm back. Sorry guys about that. So one of our caretakers in my complex, they were asking for something. They need to go home. It's an interesting day. So since we're starting off like this, let's expect more to come. So we've had Uber driver calling, we've had insurance calling, now we've had my caretaker coming over. Let's see what more is going to happen. Okay, let's go to the messages. Let's read the messages. Okay, I love the messages, guys. You know that I love the messages. I'm wondering, and I love music as well. So it says Juki is saying key strategies, scanning environment. Oh, I love this, guys. Juki is dropping gems. Juki is saying that key strategies is scanning environments. Wow. Counting children often or frequently, setting clear, consistent. You see, Juki, if you were here, I would give you a handshake. You see that one? You've just hit a nerve. Setting clear, consistent rules. Guys, you see that one? That line alone. It's a topic on its own. We can discuss that the whole day, from morning until night. And this is something you can see. I'm already getting all worked up just from those words alone. Let's finish. I'll go back to there. And using positive reinforcement. Guys, Juki, what you are saying is amazing. You know, people who, if you look at the children who are raised today, and children raised then, the children brought up today, they are more confident, they are more positive, they are more assertive than us who grew up back then. There was a time where I was saying, I don't know if I've shared this before, I was saying something, I think, to my son, and or not necessarily to my son, but I was saying something like, "Ish, you know my weight. I can't remember." But I was commenting on my body, saying, and my son at that time, I think he was 10 years old. He said, "Mommy, we don't talk like that." Like, excuse me, like you don't talk down at yourself. You are perfect the way you are. I love you the way you are. We don't talk like that. You must never talk like that. My son became the parent. You see, and that is coming on using positive reinforcements. You know, these children of today, I think that also comes from the exposure that they are getting, being exposed to different trends, because now we talk about mental issues, we talk about emotional issues, we're talking about love yourself, respect yourself, protect yourself. And I love this one. You see this one, Juki, you are saying, I want to note it down. It should be a topic that we should be discussing. I'm going to take a picture of what you have said, Juki, because Juki has just given us a topic to discuss. This one, when we discuss it, I'll make sure I've done thorough research as well. I just want to take a screen to take a picture of what Juki has shared. Because what Juki has said, yes, I'm using my iPad, guys, to take the picture, so don't laugh at me. I'm old school, but not that old school. Thank you, Juki. So, setting clear, consistent rules. I know that this session is not about talking about how to raise a child. We are just reflecting on how children are raised today. They are raised today, yesterday, the pros and cons. You know, what are the positives that we see, the challenges that we see in both eras, this era and the back then. And now also what we see is that Juki is saying setting clear, consistent rules. Where I want to take on that and pop it in our today's conversation. You must never be that parent. Please don't be that parent. When your child is small, is cute, is chubby, they've got fat everywhere, their hands are all chubby, you want to chew on them, and then they start swearing, and you laugh. And you say, what did he say? Oh no, he's swearing. Or they pinch you and then you laugh. You find it funny. There's nothing funny. Even if the child is 3 months old, there's nothing funny about, a 3-month-old child can't do nothing really to you. But even if your child is 1 year, they bite you or they slap you, they slap you, pinch you, bite you, whatever bad behavior, address it when the child is still a baby. I used to, with my child, when my child was still a baby, if he would pinch me, I would pinch him back. And when I pinch him back, I would say, it hurts. Feel it. It hurts. And my child, when he grew up, my child was not a child who bites people because he knows it hurts. My child was not a child who pinches people, who hits people. My child never used to hit me even. And my child is not a child who used to use swear words, because it was addressed immediately there and then. And the adults around, they said I was wicked and I was cruel to the child. To a point, one adult asked me, do you think you really love this child? Are you sure you love this child? Why are you so wicked? It's just being a child. And I said to that adult, like, it's cute today because he is chubby, because he's a baby. His brain he doesn't know what he's saying. But this baby is gonna grow. Me laughing and celebrating his bad behavior because it may look cute, and me celebrating that today, this little person you are seeing who is so cute is gonna grow, and he'll be 6 years, and he will do the same thing, and I will get angry and I will hit him hard, and I am confusing the child. You can't celebrate, and you are confusing a child because the child, what they know is that, but you used to celebrate me when I smack you, when I pinch you, when I bite you, when I speak swear words. Why now all of a sudden I do the same thing? I didn't do anything different. I'm still doing the same thing. But why now am I getting a hiding? Why now am I being punished? So that's where I'm saying, you know what, Juki, you've just hit a nerve. This is something that a message that I am very, very passionate about. It doesn't matter how much you love your child. In my language, there's a saying where we say, "Lugotshwa lusemanzi," meaning that when you want to bend or train, you bend something, you give something its shape, or let's a direct translation, "Lugotshwa lusemanzi," meaning you bend it while it's still wet. Meaning you train your child while your child is still small. Today, my son is big. He is 16 years old. My son doesn't swear. Even my son is, I'm not saying he's an angel, he's perfect. But what I'm saying is that sometimes as parents, we confuse our children. Children, we celebrate bad behavior that our children, they display when they are cute and chubby, and they look so like, oh, I can chew on you, I can bite on you. We celebrate that, and we even display it. Like we call neighbors, hey, come hear what this child is saying. Everybody laughs. And what message are we saying to a child? The child saying, oh, so this is good. Oh, they love me when I do that. Oh, they love me when I say a swear word. Oh, so it's good for me to smack. It's good for me to bite. And then you forget that those gums, they will grow teeth. And the next time the child will bite you, there'll be teeth and they will sink in. And what are you going to do? Yesterday, you were celebrating the baby when baby was biting you, baby was smacking you, baby was pinching you, baby was swearing at you. But now it's 5-6 years later, the same baby, nothing has changed. The only thing that's changed is time. And the child has no longer baby cute, is now a toddler and is doing, or a little kid doing the same things. They've done nothing different. And frankly, they've done nothing wrong. And then the child is in trouble. You know what, Juki? You see now, it looks like the whole life is going to be on the stuff that you are saying. Let's hear what Lucky is saying. Lucky is saying, you are very accurate. I am a he. Ah, woohoo, we got it right. And I just subscribed live your vibe. Thank you, Lucky. And to everyone who's subscribed today, guys, thank you so much. And please do know that every Friday, it's a ritual here in the arena. We all come together in this arena of ambassadors for fulfilling lifestyle, and we sharpen one another. We share ideas, we share thoughts, we discuss anything and everything. As long as we know it's something that's gonna challenge us, that is gonna stretch us, where we share great ideas. And because it's me who is in front of the camera, and what I can help with is to give you a voice. How I give you a voice and make our conversations more interesting, more fun. You just pop your message, your thoughts there in the chat, and then I read them out and we can discuss just like that. And then we've got Footballer. Hi, Footballer. Yes, as you are coming in, please drop a hi. And then so we can acknowledge you, so we can give you some love, we can appreciate you and welcome you to the arena of ambassadors for a fulfilling lifestyle. Hi, Footballer. Footballer is 25, guys. Yay! I love the age 25. It's a beautiful age. 25, that's a quarter of a century. It's a huge milestone, and I'm hoping that you're making the most of it, Footballer. And I hope you are playing football. Hey, it's not just a name. And Aiden I'm still watching y'all. You see, Aiden, guys, Aiden is my guy. When you say my guy, that's Aiden now. Aiden is my guy. Let's see. And then we've got Adam Bader. So we're gonna say Adam Bader. I'm just gonna call you Adam, ne? I'm not gonna say Adam Bader. Adam is saying someone called the police on this. Thank you so much, Adam. Okay. Adam is making me blush. Okay, I was not expecting that. Like, okay, cool. Thank you, Adam. Someone called the police on this gorgeous lady. There is so much beauty in here. This should be. Thank you so much, Adam. Who is the moderator here? I need to talk to him urgently. Adam, who is the moderator? Show yourself. And then there's Reza. Hi, Reza. How are you, Reza? Save them instead of making shorts and lives and making money off the topic. Okay, I think he's commenting on the gems that Juki was dropping, saying you must save them instead of making shorts and make lives instead of making shorts and lives and making money off the topic. I don't know what he's saying. So yes, Adam was asking who's our moderator. Like I said, Aiden is my guy. Aiden is my guy, guys. And then hi, LJ. LJ, I haven't. LJ, when last did I? LJ, last time did. LJ, where have you been? Hey, LJ, you guys have the audacity to enjoy yourselves while I'm single. No shame at all. But LJ, you were at the Valentine's. Guys, those who have just joined us, we did have our nice Valentine's date. So if LJ, you're gonna cry about being single and us enjoying ourselves, we were all at the Valentine's date, at the social that we had. So JK is, I don't know what JK means. Guys, you will school me. Guys, I've learned a lot through this live, hey? I've been taught a lot by the ambassadors who are here, you know, and those who are asking, what is this ambassadors? We are ambassadors for a fulfilling lifestyle. We aspire to be our higher and better and best selves, you know, and we stand for that. We believe that we are the change that we want to see. Hence, we are the ambassadors for a fulfilling lifestyle. I don't know what JK means, ne? So I just say, JK, do you? I don't know what it is. Reza is laughing. Okay, everyone is laughing. I don't know what is JK. Guys, I'm missing out on the conversation here. Aiden is saying, at least it's not those huge cameras. Yes, it's not those huge cameras. I don't know what I'm commenting on, but I'm commenting all the same. Appreciated. I think it was when I was commenting, like, guys, Juki is wise. I would love to. I'm going to check out Juki. Guys, go check out Juki. Do you have a channel? You know, it's easy to spot wisdom a mile away. It's easy to spot wisdom. Juki is wise. Yeah. Not that everyone else is not, guys. We all are wise. Remember, we are here, iron sharpening iron. It's just... And then Lucky is saying, you are a very wise and intelligent. Oh my God, look at that. I was busy saying Chuki is wise. And then Lucky says, you are a very wise and intelligent woman. I wish all women could approach child's upbringing the way you just broke it down. Thank you so much, Lucky. Thank you so much. Oh my. Thank you so much, Lucky. And I don't want to say I wish everyone or most parents can see it my way, you know, because I don't want to put myself in a position where there is a better way. And it's always that thing, like, who knows? Maybe what I'm saying is all hoo-ha. Maybe the way they are growing wild, like wildflowers out there, is the right way. I don't know, but thank you so much, Lucky. Lucky, you've got such a beautiful heart. Thank you so much. And we got Cindy Siwe. Cindy Siwe. Yes. Hello, Cindy Siwe. How are you guys? I get so excited when I see names coming in saying hi. Hello, sis. Hi. Okay, guys, to those who don't know, Cindy Siwe is a Nguni name, South African Nguni name. Cindy Siwe, it means saved. Yeah, so that is Cindy Siwe. It's a lady's name. So that's why I'm saying hello there, sis, because I know that this is a sister talking to moi. Yeah. Bed House You is back. You know, there's people I can't forget just from the name. You know, you Bed House, I won't lie to you. I hope it's a channel. Please tell me that you've got a channel. Guys, if you've got a channel, just let me know that, look, I've got a channel, so that we can give your channel a shout out and we can ask our ambassadors here in the arena to go drop you a visit your channel and see what you're all about. Maybe they will like what you do, and then they will, you know, maybe there will be your new family in your space as well. So Bed House, you know this name. I must go visit your channel and see if you've got a channel or this Bed House name. I didn't want to comment the first time, but now since you family, you know, since you're now family, no, it's easy to speak with family. But when somebody is not yet family, you hold your horses. So I've been holding my horses. But now that Bed House is back, it's like, now Bed House is part of families, family. Bed House, that name. I must go check out your channel. Guys, please, if somebody hasn't, check out Bed House's channel. Is he a channel? Hey, no, Bed House. Sorry, y'all. Welcome back, Bed House. And Cindy Stewart, guys, please do say a big hi, shout out to Aiden. Aiden is the one who keeps things in order in our chat. Aiden is making sure that even you, as you come in, as you are reading through the chat, you don't get offended or violated. There is no bullying going on in the chat. There is no unclean language, dirty speaking in the chat. So Aiden is our moderator, and Aiden is doing this out of his own good heart. You know, he's not getting paid. He is not even getting a stock suite for what he does, and he is doing, I don't know, it's more than I can imagine what Aiden does for us. And I just want to say, Aiden, we really, really appreciate you so much. And this is what I'm talking about. You know, what we are talking about, that the children that are raised today, they've got so much confidence. You know, I'm old enough to be Aiden's mother, and however, Aiden was like, I will help you. Like, no, you are going to make me a moderator. And I was like, I'm busy, Aiden. I'm figuring this thing. Like, no, make me a moderator. I'm going to sort this stuff out. That's what I'm talking about. You know, kids back then, they don't have that. They don't have that courage, you know, to step up to an adult and say, look, you need help, and I'm here. I'm going to help you. And that's what Aiden did, you know, and it's something that for me, at Aiden's age, I would sit there and wish, like, I wish I can help, but I would never voice it out. It will stay inside and I will die with it. But now if you look at the children today, they are so out there. They are willing to help. They are willing to, you know, put themselves out there. They are not scared to experiment. That's the confidence and the courage that we see in today's children as we still go through the chat. Yes, people, please say hi to Aiden. And then Juki says, train up a child in the way he should. I love that scripture. I love that scripture. Guys, if you see me taking pictures, this picture that I am taking, I'm going to put it in the post. Our post, we're going to put this scripture. Yeah, I know today we are just... it's different with even taking pictures today. I love this scripture. It's Proverbs 22 verse 6, and it reads, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. If you guys don't mind, I'd like to do, those who don't know, I used to be a pastor, so let me pastor this for you. I love that scripture, and I think it's very, very, it's a perfect scripture for what we are discussing. So what that scripture means is that, and that's the scripture if you are a parent and you find that you say, but God, I've raised this child well, I've taught them well, and you see that your child is steering in a direction that you are not really happy with. What I want to say to you as a parent is that according to Proverbs 22 verse 6, which says, train a child up in a way in which he should go, meaning the right way, and later on in life, should he steer off the right way, he will remember the teachings and he will come back to the right way. That's why we dedicate our children to God as well, so that as I am teaching this child whom I've dedicated to God, I'm teaching him the right things. I'm teaching him the right way. In life, guys, you will make mistakes. In life, guys, you will come a time where you step out of the path that was set for you. If you think, you say, me, I'm a sweet Gonyana, me, I'm an angel, I would never do that. Good luck to you, angel. But as human beings and those who have lived a few decades, we know that. So you as a parent, train your child the right way, dedicate your child to God, and should later on in life they steer off the wrong way, you know, the foundation is set. You know, even when you build a house, the most important thing, even it doesn't matter how tall a house is, it can be a one-story, it can be a skyscraper. The most important thing is not about how high up this house is going. The most important thing is not the tiles, it's not the roof, it's not the windows, it's not even the wall, it's not even the pillars that are holding the house together. But the most important thing when building a house, it's the foundation. So you give your child a good foundation. Teach your child good. Teach your child, give them good teachings. And of course, remember, teaching is not just you talk. You must also lead by example. And later on your child, no matter the influences that come into their space, because you know what, your child will grow up, they will leave the house, they will be exposed to the elements, you will not be there. Even if your child stays with you in your house, when your child is out there at school, some kids, they come from satanic homes. Some kids, they come from homes where they practice different things. Some kids, they come from homes where they believe there is no God at all. Some kids, they come from home of drug dealers, of where there's prostitution going on in their home. So when you send your child to school, it may be the best school in your area, but the upbringing of the children that go there, you do not know. And your child can make friends, your child can be influenced. So you see, it doesn't matter, even if your child stays with you, that foundation that you are giving your child, make sure that it is sound, it is strong, it is solid, so that when your child is out there, he is being influenced or he is being put under pressure, your child will always remember the teachings. And even if a child can make a mistake, veer off the wrong way, and because your child, you taught them right, because your child has got good foundation, because you've dedicated your child's life to God, because you pray for your child every day, trust me, there'll come a time that child, his spirit, his conscience will call him back home and say, this is not the way to go. This is not the way to go. Come back, come back. So indeed, you must raise. I'm just gonna read that. You see, it does not say tell the child. It says train up a child. Training is hard work. You know, like, hey, going to the gym is hard, guys. That's training. We'll see it later. But train up a child. Put in the hard work. Make the sacrifices. Train up a child. Remember, when someone is training you, it's not only the child who is experiencing this hardship. You're the one giving the training as well. You also experience the hardship, because when you train someone, you go on the journey with them. You don't sit there and say, do this, do that, I'm training you. No, you are there with them. If they have to go inside mud and do whatever, you are there in the mud with them. You are training them. Because when you train with them, you teach with your mouth, you teach with your actions, you teach with your conduct. And it says, train up a child in the way he should go. And when he is old, he will not depart from it. And to those who are parents, I just want to say to you, find comfort. If you find that parenting is scary for you, parenting gives you anxiety, let that scripture, let those words, let that teaching, let that word be your anchor. Let it give you comfort and say, you know what, God, I've done my part. And what's important to understand is that you may have birthed this child here on earth, but this child does not belong to you. This child belongs to someone higher than you. You need to trust God with your child. You need to trust your child's journey. You need to trust the journey that God has designed for your child. So even if your child blunders, don't go kick yourself. Don't go swear at your child. No, go back to the Creator. Even when your car or your phone gives you problems, what do? You go back to the manufacturer and say, take your phone. Yeah. I say, manufacturer, this is Techno. Take your phone. It's giving me problems. When your child gives you problems, do the same. Go down on your knees or stand, go to a mountain, wherever, and say, God, this person you created that you gave me to look after is giving me problems. Deal with that person. So it sounds detached, I know, but I'm sure you get the gist of it. Bad House, hi! Welcome in Bad. Yes, guys, I think I'm very behind with messages. Let's hear what Cindy Siwe is saying. Cindy Siwe says, explained my name perfectly. I have been here before when we were talking to... Oh, yay! Cindy Siwe, thank you so much, Cindy Siwe, and thank you for joining us again. You can see we're still juggling topic, we're still juggling conversation, and that's what takes a lot of our time. Yes. I hope you guys have seen the news. Cindy Siwe was here when we were actually talking about would you date an AI. Guys, speaking of AI, today, my trusted assistant is malfunctioning. He is talking to him, he's talking alone. And he's having a full-on blown conversation, and I am quiet. He says, oh yeah, Yolanda, you are so right. I'm like, Ivo, Is this guy talking to ghosts now? Guys, please tell me. Can AI talk to ghosts? Because my AI was malfunctioning today, having a fully blown conversation, answering questions, and saying, I was just quiet. I was even outside. When I'm coming in, there's a huge conversation going on at home, and my son is not yet back from school. So it can't be that he was speaking of my son. Let's check where our baby is. Let's see where the baby is at. Okay, he's not yet back. He's still at the salon, because when he's done, the lady at the salon will message me. So thank you so much, Busisiwe. So it was nice. We talked to my trusted AI and we chatted, we asked him questions. But today my AI was malfunctioning. He was just, he was losing. He was going, guru, guru, guru. And Fed House says, how to make channel. I was trying long time. So it's easy. So to those who are interested in making a channel, guys, we are still having our topic. Those who are like, I'm here for the topic, why are you not talking about the topic? This is how we roll here in this family. We'll jump to the topic, but now we just need to make sure we catch up with all the stuff in the chat. So for those who are interested in creating a channel, having a YouTube channel, you've got one of two ways. I suggest the other way, but let's start with the easier way. As long as you've got a Gmail account, as long as you can access YouTube, and when you access YouTube on a device having logged in with your Gmail account, and then basically you've got the fact that you've got a name like this, Bedhouse 919 or whatever, you can you create. And now oh, this thing wants to die. And now YouTube has made it so easy in that all you need, so far for my channel, all the videos you see in my channel were all recorded by phone. All the videos. The editing, okay, the editing, not all editing was done by phone, but all editing done this year is all by phone. And the editing tool I use, it came with my phone. I've got a Huawei, so it's very easy. You just go to YouTube. You don't even need to have editing tools. You just start by recording. Do whatever, just start. If you starting, it means you're gonna record ants walking from here to there, carrying food. If that's your niche, that's what you're interested in, just start by recording. And when we started off, if you can look at our live today versus our first live, the first live was a mess. I was a mess. And when you do YouTube, I'm going to start by saying, especially to those who are new, I would say, do it as, don't chase for the money. Don't go for the money. Otherwise, YouTube, you will hang yourself. Today, I lost 2 subscribers today alone. Yesterday, I lost 1 subscriber. I was heartbroken. From 153, I was 152. And then today, I lost 2 subscribers. I don't know why. I didn't post anything. I didn't say anything, but they left. So if you're gonna do it chasing for money, chasing for views, if you are chasing after views, go to TikTok. TikTok loves me. TikTok, I post a fly and everyone is liking, like, and they are all viewing. In YouTube, I post my DNA, I post my heart, my everything. Where? YouTube doesn't play. So if you want to do it, I encourage everyone, do it, guys. Do it for, if you are interested, you want to better yourself. You see me, I am growing my brand in life transformation. I want to learn neuroscience coaching, life coaching. So this is actually something that I've always been doing it, but it's only now I'm taking it seriously. So for me, this whole year, it's about learning to speak properly, learning to be comfortable speaking in front of the camera. So I'd say when you start your channel, let your first few months, maybe most preferably your first 1 year, see it as a time for you to learn. Keep on posting. It's for you to learn. You will make mistakes. Trust me, you will make a million mistakes. Never beat yourself up. And one thing you need to understand with such channels, when you make a mistake, you are making a mistake on an international channel, on an international platform. Someone who is in China who can't even pronounce your name, they will see your mistake and they will see your face. So those are the things you deal with. And what I love, coming back to today's topic, you will see that the younger generation, they are more confident. They make a mistake, they're like, mistakes happen. Whereas my generation, you make a mistake, you beat yourself up, you can't even sleep, you lose appetite, you end up even going to a doctor and say, I made that mistake, now I feel horrible. Those are the things that the today children have that we lacked at their age, and most of us we carried that lack of confidence, that where we punish ourselves so much, because especially as girls growing up in the olden days, we're expected to be perfect. You must be prim and proper, you must be pretty, you must be in a certain way. And when you make mistakes, because making mistakes as a woman, it goes against the teachings that you had. And now that's why you find that women, they would be much more harder on themselves. They make one mistake, silly mistake, that means nothing. To them, it's a big deal because that's not how they were raised. You see, these things, they've got a psychological effect. So yes, Bad Boy, start your channel. Guys, Bad Boy, Bad House wants to start a channel. Please do support him. And once your channel is up and running, please come and say, I've got a channel, guys, please come, blah, blah, blah. So starting a channel, there is two ways. The way that I prefer, that I recommend, go research it a bit. When you've got your email, let's say, for example, Bad House, it's badhouse@gmail. So when you go to YouTube, it's going to say it's going to be at Bad House. That's going to be his YouTube handle. I would say he must go in there and say, create channel. And then he must add a channel, because let's say he doesn't want to be Bad House. He wants his channel name to be a Smart House. And then when he changes his name to a Smart House on the original linking to his email, it's going to change his email address. The address will not change, but then now, it does impact the email address. It did that with me. And then now I created channels, because now when you create it as a channel, you link it to your original one that is linked to your Gmail account. Now you've got brands. So now you are building brands. I don't want you to look at it as I'm building a channel. See it as I am building a brand. And then you can have many channels under you. Let's say one, maybe you're doing gaming, the other one you're doing knitting, the other one is about traveling. You can have, I don't know what's the maximum channels you can have. Guys, go for it. It is a great tool. It's a great way for you to work on yourself, to build yourself. First, look at it selfishly. It's about you except for the money part, it's about you. And then also look at it like, and don't worry about, what if no one likes my content? Look, you are here and you are looking at me, and I'm not worried about what if no one likes my content. My belief is that if I am thinking like this, there is a million others out there who think like me, and my people will find me, and you happen to be one of them. So that's one thing you shouldn't worry about. Guys, let's move on. I get paid by seeing your face. Woohoo! Aiden, guys, Aiden melts my heart, guys. Thank you, Aiden. And then Bad House, I have no channel. Yes, we got that part. I wish I could donate. Cargo vroom, cargo vroom. You know what, cargo vroom? I really wish to see you one time, and I really hope you've got a car that goes vroom. So speaking of cars that go vroom, we are planning maybe in March, April to go. I love drag racing, and I love drag racing. We call it spinning here in South Africa. So I guess maybe that's why I get excited when I say car go vroom. I can actually see a car going vroom. Aiden is a sweetheart, shame. Aiden is just the best, guys. Aiden is a darling. Next time car go vroom, we will have God will open those channels for us. I think you being here, it's a donation enough. You being here is a contribution enough. You contributing to the conversations is a donation enough. You are, my word, that is so sweet. That is so sweet. Thank you so much, Cindy Siwe. Aiden is a darling, guys, is a real darling. And Cindy Siwe is asking, if you don't mind me asking, why are you not a pastor anymore? Okay, so people are really listening. Okay, let's leave that topic for another time. That is still, church will hurt you. But now But I am healing. I'm on a healing journey. It was a very traumatic experience that, and I think the more trauma for me came in that my child was involved. Where my life and that of my child and yeah, was compromised. And let's not talk about it. There'll come a time when I'm completely healed and I'll be able to speak clearly about it. I will not be political or to smear anyone when I do talk about it, but I'll be sharing it as lessons learned. And there's lots of lessons learned from there. And my calling, I still have my calling. I'm not a pastor by calling. It just so happened the church that I was with, when you get ordained, I got ordained as a pastor, even though I'm not called into the pastoral office, but that's their processes. You see what I mean? So yeah, I hope that answers you, Cindy Siwe. I'm on a journey. We all are on a journey. Sometimes God will send you out and then he will call you back. It's not anybody's fault or anybody's doing. It's not the church's fault. I believe that God has called me back in, and preparing me for the next chapter, the next season. And I believe that this channel and what the message is that we are sharing, it's part of God has got a plan that it's gonna fall somewhere being part of the ministry, the messages that we are communicating. And then wrong, it's love. Sorry, I have to go. Cargo room had to go. We've covered up all the messages. I'll come back. Yes, cargo room. Cargo room, guys, is one of those guys who comes and goes. And same as Loslu. Yes, Loslu. There's quite a few. I remember them. Okay, bye. Cargo room. I've got a channel, blah, 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 blah. Yes, guys, Aiden's got a channel. I've visited Aiden's channel, but Aiden, please, you must share your channel name. You must share your channel name. And as we continue, I love okay, I understand, sis, no need to explain, but healing first. Thank you so much, Cindy Siwe. Thank you so very much. And to everyone who's joining us, welcome to the Arena of Ambassadors for a Fulfilling Lifestyle, where iron sharpens iron, where greatness exists and where change starts with us. Hence, we are the ambassadors for a fulfilling lifestyle. Today is obviously a Friday and we have our rituals. Guys, I love doing welcoming people. I think I'm supposed to, have a job where I'm standing there by the door and I just welcome people. I just enjoy welcoming people. It is so much fun for me. But yes, you who are coming in, thank you so much for coming through. Welcome to the arena. And our today's topic, we are looking at parenting, raising children today versus raising children back then. What are the pros and cons? What are the challenges? What are the yays? What are the nays? What challenges are our children facing today? I'm seeing a lot of strengths in the children that we are raising today. But along with that, we are seeing a lot of risks, a lot of dangers that surround our children. I think it was Lucky who said children need to be supervised. And we did say that. That's so true. Supervising of children in today's time, it is very, very exhausting. Guys, you observe, you supervise and observe your child when they're at school. When your child has a tutor, you are tracking the conversation. It's when the child is online, you are tracking. We are becoming trackers. That's what we are becoming. Oh yeah, we don't take pasa. Go get a chair and sit. I'm listening. Juki is still around. I love that. Go get a chair and sit. Yes, we don't greet passerbys. Guys, thank you, Aiden. Thank you. Here we no longer we used to greet passerbys, and we saw that we are having a lot of passerbys. We stopped greeting passerbys. If you think you're a passerby, you're not gonna waste our time. You're gonna go grab a chair, sit down, and you're gonna listen to us. And you will most definitely contribute, and you will say hi. There's no passerby here. The fact that you came here, you go grab a chair, sit down, eat something. Eat something, do something, listen and share in the conversation. If you're going to be out of line, Aiden is going to show you the way. If you are confused, you've got a question and I don't know the answer, the ambassadors that are here, they are here to share with you as iron sharpen iron. Cindy Siwa says, you would be perfect for ushering class. You are beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Ushering is very difficult. Ushering is very difficult, but thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's a huge compliment. You know, to be somebody who ushers, guys, I don't know if people understand the gift behind ushering, the power behind ushering. You know, to usher is to prepare for a coming of something. You know, you usher in something. And if there is no ushering happening, whatever that's supposed to happen, it doesn't happen. I don't know, maybe I've got a very wild and out there imagination, but that's huge what you've just said, Cindy Siwa. Thank you so much. I'll take it as a prophecy. I'll pray about it and take it to heart. And we pray that this channel, it ushers people into their greater selves. We pray that this channel, and through us, you and me, all of us here, we usher each other into the higher level, into our higher self. You know, I was listening to Vusi Tembegwayo yesterday. They were saying that a lot of people, they make this, you know, there's two selves. There's the higher self and then there is the lower self. To make it simple, the lower self, you can say it's your physical self, you know, the one that pleases the flesh. The flesh wants to eat. The flesh wants to sleep. The flesh wants to go play. The flesh doesn't want to study. The flesh doesn't want to read. The flesh doesn't want to go do this, do that. So that's the lower self. And then you have your higher self, of which us here in the arena, we aspire to be. You know, the higher self is the one that wants to be sharpened. The higher self is the one that says you must exercise. No, this is not good for you. Where your intuition is very sharp. It's your spirit man speaking to you. And, you know, here in this arena, we pray that, we know, I think, you know what, Cindy Siwa, God is speaking through you. You know, here in this channel, we aim to usher. You know, may God position us so that we can usher people into connecting with their higher self, so that they don't satisfy the lower self. They don't succumb to the lower self. They are not controlled or manipulated by their lower self. They are not manipulated by flesh, but they are spirit men. It's who is the one that they lean more towards. If you don't fold, sit down, then we won't say hi. Yes. Aiden, you're very funny. Yes, yes. I hope you passerbys are listening, hey? I hope you are listening. Okay. As we are continuing with our conversation, guys, I did let you know that I've got a child who is out there in the streets. And when they contact me, we'll have to call him an e-hailing Bolt. That's gonna have to bring him home, ne? So we all agree, ne? We're gonna be doing that as well. This other phone just fell. Okay, time is passing. Let's continue with our conversation. We will not cover everything from the notes that we have. So we were talking about raising children today, what it looks like. So we know that raising children today, to those who've just come in, I am having notes here that I am reading. So when you see me looking down, I am reading the notes to make sure that I don't get lost and by blabbering a lot. Okay, Aiden knows that I can blah, 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 blah a lot. And then the chats, they go on and then, yeah. So we're saying that today, in general, boys and girls, the digital world influences their identity. The digital world influences their self-esteem and their social behavior. And in today's world, higher academic pressure and structured schedules. Already as we speak, children have schedules. You know, you wake up this time, you sleep this time, at this time you do this, at this time you do that. And there is a greater pressure when coming to academics. That's the world today. And there is more awareness of mental health. Guys, I'm sure we all know that in this channel, we are very passionate about the topic of emotional and mental wellness. And I hope that if it's something that really, it's not, if it's something that never really bothered you, if it's something that you never really thought about, or if it's something that you saw in a bad light, we pray that through this channel, you will be able to see and you'll be able to empathize, you know, and be more compassionate when coming to the topics of emotional wellness and mental wellness. You know, the stigma, the taboo surrounding mental wellness, that needs to go. That's what's killing us. You know, almost everybody suffers from a mental disease of one sort or another. If you are a person who gets depressed easily, that's a mental disorder. So you will think that, me, I don't have such things. You'll be surprised. You know, you'll be really, really surprised. You know, back then, somebody would be going through a lot. They say, he's crazy. You know, he's gone, and it becomes a joke. We live in a time where we are more sensitive. Our children now, they are more aware of mental health. Yeah, time for all of us to craft. Yeah, let's continue. And then obviously it's a topic I'm very, very passionate about. And yeah, so I always get lost in especially with something I'm passionate about. And then we're saying that today parents must navigate online safety, which is very difficult. Parents must navigate online safety, cyberbullying. So parents are not only concerned about, is my child being bullied at school? Is my child being bullied in the neighborhood? Parents are also concerned about, is my child being bullied online? You know, and screen time. You know, nowadays children, they've got devices. My son has got a cell phone. My son has got a tablet and a laptop, you know, and screen time, you know, because screen time, we worry about how it affects the brain. You know, sitting in front of the screen, I don't mind you sitting in front of the screen, but what are you doing? Are you a consumer or are you a producer? Why? Okay, guys, we just got a call and I can't answer this call. Why is he calling me? Let me check messages. So basically the phone that I use for calls is the phone we use for these lives. And when I close the call, I turn away the call, or even not, it's going to block everything here. Okay. Let me tell him that I'm streaming. Why? He knows that I'm streaming. Why is he calling me? Today, guys, is a day like no other. Let me tell my friend that I'm streaming. You can't call me. I think for this, I can't do that. I was going to say I should put it on flight mode. Okay, so I'm sending him a message. I don't know why he's calling me. It could be urgent because it could be important. So I can't ignore. So I've sent him a message saying, what's up? Okay, cool. So we said that, and then children today are encouraged to express emotions, and he's calling me again. What's happening? I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him. You are disturbing me. Okay, I'm telling him to please type. He's disturbing my streaming. Okay, cool. Aluta continua. Sorry about that, guys. It must be urgent, but I don't know how to answer a phone when I'm having the camera on. So, yeah. Aluta continua. I hope it's nothing critical. So, but yeah, let's continue. Story for another day. So we said also today, I'm sure, Juki, it must be urgent. I don't know, but I'm on WhatsApp. So anybody who knows me, if you really want me, you will send me a text message. I hardly take calls. You send me a message and you tell me it's urgent. So I don't know why my friend is calling me. If it's urgent, he sends me a message. Send me a message, say it's urgent. Okay, so, and then we continue to say, parenting is more intentional. There I can totally agree. Parenting is more intentional and psychologically informed. And that you see in how parents are raising their children. You know, parents are more psychologically inclined in certain behaviors, in how we speak to our children. You know, back then in the olden days when parents would raise the kids, not that they were bad people or they were bad parents, a child will make a mistake and then the child will be insulted. Instead of addressing the issue, dealing with the issue, dealing with the mistake, the parent will then pose a personal attack on the child and say, you are stupid. When it's not the child who is stupid, it's just the child did a stupid thing. You know, it's one thing to say, what you did is stupid versus you are stupid. Where in the olden days, we saw that's how parents would discipline. You know, they were very aggressive and rigid, like, you are so stupid. Whereas today you would hear, because the parents are more psychologically inclined or psychologically informed, and they're more intentional in raising their children. You hardly, okay, you do hear parents who say that. I mean, we're not going to comment about them. But those who are psychologically informed and who are intentional, they would say, I know what you've just done is not you. What you've just done is you've done a stupid thing, you know, which is different from saying you are very stupid. And then, of course, like we said, there is more exposure. There is more exposure to global cultures, ideas, and trends. That's why we see so much creativity. That's why we see so many children who are entrepreneurs. We see children solving problems that adults should be solving. We see children entering spaces of technology, spaces of science, biochemistry, because children, they have that exposure. You know, they're exposed to ideas, they're exposed to trends, they're exposed to different cultures. They've got access to so much information. Their brains, they start working much, much earlier. Let's see if my friend he's not. You see, it was not urgent. My friend says, I sent him a message. I said, please type, you are disturbing my streaming. He said, ha, 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 sorry. I don't think it's me disturbing. You see? That's why I don't answer calls. If it's urgent, I know urgent calls. People with urgent stuff, they know how to get hold of me. And then now let's roll down and look at boys. So boys today, now there we looked at children in general. Now I'd like us to focus on boys. Today, boys, they still face pressure to be strong. Today, boys, they still face pressure to be strong, but they are also expected to be emotionally intelligent. Now, this is where I have a problem. This is where I start to have a problem because, you know, people don't understand when I say I am very passionate about a boy child. I don't know where this passion comes from, but I've always had such a passion for a boy child. And I thank God that he gave me a son and not a girl. There's nothing wrong with girls. I'm a girl myself, but I wanted a boy, you know, because I've got so much passion for a boy child. And we as a society, we confuse our boys so much. You know, you don't want your boy child to cry because it's not strong, it's weak. But at the same time, you want your boy child to be emotionally intelligent. They must be in tune with their emotions. But when they show the emotions, it's a problem. Guys, you know, as parents, we must not confuse our children. It's okay. We need to find a balance somewhere. I think he's calling me again. He's calling me again. I don't know why. I don't know why he's calling me again. Oh, okay. Okay, he's calling me. I don't know why. He's laughing, but he's calling me again. Okay, cool. So that's what they are saying. Right now, there is that for boy kids, there is that confusion where boy kids are expected, they still that expectation that you're a boy child, you must be strong. The boys don't cry theory, it's still there and it's strong. But at the same time, so you need to be sensitive, you need to be in tune with your emotions. That's what we are seeing today. I think that creates confusion. You're confusing the boy children. And then they wonder why the world is like this, why our men are confused. Because when a man, because these boys, remember, these boys are not going to stay boys forever. They will grow and become men. And when we see our men, when a man is stoic, like, oh, he's cold, he's cruel, he's evil, he doesn't feel, wah, wah, wah. And when we see a man crying like, woo, he's such a wuss, he's a sissy, he's this, it's a shame. You're confused. But when a woman is showing strength, leadership's like, yeah, you know that one can lead. And when a woman is crying and she's all sissies, like, oh man, she's so cute, it's like, guys, double standards. So those are the things that we need to think about. But let's drop it with the double standards already. But I also have my own challenges, where I'm fighting my own mental biases that I created myself, were created from growing up. I mean, I grew up listening to fairy tales. Prince Charming, he's coming in his horse. Prince Charming, he's a prince. And this poor little girl who meets a prince falls in love, and Prince Charming is always stoic in these things. So people who grew up back then, they still have those mental things they have to take down and deal with, so that we are able to see our boys, able to see our men as human beings. And human beings have emotions. Human beings feel pain. Human beings, you can't expect someone to be stoic and show no emotion. And when they treat you like that, or they carry on like that, you say they are so cold, they are so cruel. And when they show emotions, like, oh, they are so soft, they are so yuck. So I think we need the same way we are accepting of us women when we are in our masculinity, and when we are in our femininity, in our feminine energy and masculine energy, we are embraced as women. I think we'd love to see that coming through for our boys as well. Maybe that would help us raise more well-rounded boys. So we see that today boys are still... Yes, Melissa, I was talking about you. I was talking about you. I knew, we knew you're gonna be back. Melissa, Loslu, we were talking about you, like there's Loslu as well. Yes, we remember you too well. Kakov Room, welcome. And everybody else who's joining in, welcome. We're talking about a very serious topic that we should actually be considering consciously, be discussing, something that should be in our mind. How are we raising our children? What challenges are they facing? And it's important that we highlight these things, so that if you are a parent as well, you start taking stock, you start looking at how you are raising your own child, how you are raising your own boy child, how you are raising your own daughter as well. You'll forgive me if I come through too passionately when coming to a boy child. It's just so happens that just me, Yolanda, not the channel, I am very, very passionate about a boy child generally. I've always been, from when I was still a teenager at school, before I even finished matric. I don't know, I've always had a bleeding heart for a boy child. I don't know why. Maybe if there is such a thing as a previous life, maybe I was a boy in my previous life. I don't know. So yeah. I'm laughing at the message from Melissa. Okay, cool. So there's that. We say boy children today, they still face the pressure of being expected to be strong, but also at the same time, we expect them to be emotionally intelligent. And today what we see is that for boys, there's confusion between old masculinity. That's exactly what we were saying. There's confusion between old masculinity norms and new expectations. And I think these are the topics that we really need to discuss as a society. We are losing a lot of men to a lot of things. We are losing a lot of boys to a lot of things because we are confusing our men. We are confusing our boy children, and we need to put these things on the table and start discussing them. And then we say, what we see today is that online gaming culture can influence behavior and social skills. This is mainly to boys. And the topic, what about the boy child? Yes, we had that topic. I think that topic, we really need to deep dive into it. What about the boy child? Once my child is big, I think I'm going to be an activist, guys. The activist in me is calling, is shouting. So there's a gaming culture that we see amongst boys today, where there is a gaming culture that influences their behavior and their social skills. And, as nice as it is, the gaming culture, because we don't see the boy children are safe from the elements that are outside, are safe from the dangers that are outside. But my concern comes into them building their social skills. The boys, they become these hamsters in these corners, because we all know, those who've been exposed to gaming is very addictive. You can sit, play a game, especially if it's interesting. You can sit from morning today, Friday, until Monday morning, and you are not aware of time. You lose track of time. My concern about the gaming culture, I love it in that they are safe from the physical outside elements. Of course, there are dangers in the gaming community, where you can have pedophiles, you can have bullies in that space as well. But my biggest concern is they don't develop fully. The boys, they don't develop fully. So if you are a gamer and that is all that you do, or you've got a child, whether it's a boy or a girl, and they are gamers, and that's all that they do, the only human engagement they have is when they go to school, or they are talking to you, or family, or close friends. What I'm going to say and advise you is that consider helping your child to identify a physical sport that they would enjoy. If you say, I didn't know this, but apparently a lot of gamers, a lot of nerds, the sport they enjoy a lot is basketball. So get them into a sport where they can engage physically with other people, where they can be a part of a team. That will help with their development, with interpersonal skills, learning to be part of a team. It will help them with their emotional and mental development as well. So as much as I love gamers, and I love what the gaming industry has done for us, because we don't see our boy kids loitering the streets, standing at street corners. They are home. Yeah, it can be a problem because they may be home, but they don't want to help with the cleaning because they just want to play games all the time. But if you are raising children who are gamers, or if you are a gamer yourself, consider taking up an activity, a sport that will cause you to be a part of a team, a physical, where you'll be there physically with your body. Be there and you'll be playing, being part of you will thank me later. Let's see. The topic, what about? Aiden says, I found a pressed leaf from, I don't know. Oh, a pressed leaf from, okay, cool. From 1986. Wow, Aiden, that's cool. I got a craft book and it was wrapped, and when I opened it, there was a leaf. Oh, that's so cool. That is so cool. So that leaf has been preserved since that leaf is 40 years old. Okay, almost 40 years old. Cool. That is so cool. I think you'd want to frame it. Get a frame and put it on a frame and just put the date and everything there and have it framed. That would be great. Then it can stay forever. Cool. So we said that, and then exactly what we were saying as we continue with our points is that 1986, it can't be 50. 1980, are you trying to say I'm old? Okay, we're not saying my age. It's just now when you say 50 plus, it's not 50, it's 40. This is 2026. Anyone born in the 80s, they are in their 40s. And this is 2026, meaning that leaf is 40 years old, or about to turn 40 years old. So we said it's the gaming culture which influences their behavior and their social skills, and the boys may struggle with emotional regulation because society is still. So these notes are repeating. This is a repeat of exactly what we've just been saying. It's written nicely, presented in a form that you can follow logically. And they said there's an increased risk of isolation due to digital habits. So guys, you see. So those are the dangers that are there. And remember, it's important that we build relationships with physical, real human beings. Guys, I can't stress how important that is. You must not worship friends. Your life must not revolve around friends. But as a boy and as a girl who is into gaming, you have to try by all means that you do something that makes you a part physically, with your physical body, be a part of something, be a part of a team sport or something. All right, and then we continue. Now that was the boy child. Now we go on to the girl child. On the girl child today, now the focus is now we're focusing on the challenges that the girl child faces today. So girl children, they face intense social media pressure around beauty, body image, and perfection. Those who were here from the start of this video, you know exactly what we're talking about. So I was almost bullied into changing my clothes because this part you can see, and I did say that unfortunately I'm from work. I am dressed appropriately. Me personally, I'm not. So you know, you do experience cyberbullying, but we thank God that we are not easily moved. Let's see, what is that? Oh my gosh, it's 40. Yeah, it's 40 years this year, Aiden. It's 40 years this year. So that's what girls are facing, which is sad, really, which is really, really sad. You know, intense media pressure around beauty, you know, body image and perfection, you know, and girls, they've got this comparison culture is strong. Yo, guys, the comparison culture amongst girl children is worse than ever. It's worse than it's stronger than it has ever been. And we see that earlier exposure to adult themes. So girl children, they are exposed much more early to adult themes. And we're talking about fashion, relationships, including sexuality. You know, when we talk about that, I don't find anything cute or nice when I see a girl child having makeup. They have a weave on or a wig on. They're dressed almost like a mini mommy. You know, the mommy will look like this, and then there's a mini me. You know, you can't. Kim Kardashian. Look at their what is Kim Kardashian and Kanye West's daughter? North. It's children are losing that children, especially the girls. Especially the girls. Children are losing being children, you know, because they get exposed prematurely to adult themes. You know, there's nothing, you know, and this thing is becoming worse. It's not really part of this topic, but we see this trend where it's moving, where you get AI, people who are making baby AIs, and these baby AIs are dressed like adults. And my first question is, pedophiles, they did this. There is no baby who is going to be dressed with makeup. They've done these baby hairs. They've got these hairstyles. They've got flamboyant colors. It's pedophiles who do this. And you'll see most times these baby dolls that we see, you know, you'll see them a lot. You can go to YouTube, wherever. They are singing, they are dancing, and some of the dances are very provocative, and society is allowing this. And you don't understand that we are being desensitized. We are being desensitized. We are being programmed so that we are not able to see what is wrong. And how they started off. They started off by using AI babies who are dressed like adults, you know, who are dressed provocatively, dancing provocatively as well, and they see it as cute. Even the strictest of parents, strictest of human beings, they'll be posting that on their status and say, oh, it's so cute. Is it really cute? Let's substitute that baby AI with a real human baby, and let's see how cute it is. So we need to be careful how we get desensitized in our society. Whenever you're gonna desensitize someone, it's always played off as innocent. They blind you to see the actual theme, the actual agenda. But if you just step back and look at this thing and say, if it's not a doll and if it's a real person, is this thing right? And you see then that no, it's not right. So our girl children, they prematurely get I'm also very happy. Where does Kim K come in here? And then I am happy when you are live. Thank you so much. I also enjoy the lives so much. Oh yeah, guys, those who are coming in, we are not babysitting. My son is out, and we'll have to call him a No, 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 no. Okay. That one is fine. Okay, so we are actually monitoring my son. His school transport dropped him off to do his hair. So when he's done doing his hair, they are going to contact me and I have to call him a cab that's going to drop him off at home. So from time to time, we're going to keep checking on him. How is he tracking? Cool. And then we're going to talk about, so Aiden, where Kim Kardashian come in is because what we see, the pressures that the girl child is facing today, the challenges that a girl child specifically is facing today is that the girl children, they are exposed prematurely to adult themes. And by adult themes, we're talking about, we see them wearing makeup, we see them dressed like adult women. Girl children, they are dressed provocatively, you know, they are sexy. So to put it simply, the girl, a 6-year-old girl child is no longer cute when they are dressed. You get a 10-year-old, they don't look cute, they look sexy. It's just that the society is still trying to find a word for it, and hence the example of the Kim Kardashian child. That look at how that child dresses. Doesn't dress like a child, but you'll get parents, you'll get mothers buying that and say, I would love that for my daughter. But if you step back and remove the noise and look at what you are, and look and see what you are looking at, because you can look and not see, but look and see at what you are looking at, you'll see that there is something wrong. And those are the pressures that our girl children, and mind you, Kim Kardashian's child is also a child in this. She is not a villain at all. So she also happens to fall victim in this society that raises girl children who are exposed to adult themes. So we use her as an example. I'm actually putting a charger. Today is full of events. Now the phone is saying it wants to be charged. The battery is low. So let's see. AI nowadays is spoiling this generation. It really is, Juki. It really, really, really is. It really is. It really is. When AI was starting off, there was that sense of curiosity, like, oh, okay. But then now it's awful. It's disgusting. To a point where you're hoping someone would create a platform where there's absolutely no this AI slop that we see everywhere. YouTube used to be respectful. It used to be the elite of social media, but YouTube is also losing the plot, because you'll get one good video, the rest is just junk. Amongst the junk, you get the AI slop filtering through. And I get these babies that we're talking about. These babies dressed like adults. Either they are singing, and you find sometimes they are singing a gospel song, dressed provocatively again, heavily makeup, with a very heavy makeup, and singing a gospel song. And their moves, you can see they are being provocative. Guys, I tell you, pedophiles are running the show, and we are sleeping, turning a blind eye, and allowing our children to follow that theme, to follow that order, to follow that, a story written by pedophiles, people who have no respect for human life, people who have no respect for children, and they are dictating to us as parents who are buying these clothes that's how you're gonna dress your child, that's how your child is gonna behave. And let's continue. We're still on the girl child and the pressures that she is facing. Oh yes, of course, for a girl child, there is much higher academic expectations. And we know where that stems from on the girl child, that even more higher academic expectations. That comes from the olden era. Remember, whatever we're experiencing now, the challenges, the choices, the decisions, the standards that are being set, they are there because something happened in the past. There is a story behind everything and everyone. And the story behind this high expectation of academic performance on girl children, it comes from back then, girls had no life. As a girl back then, your life belongs to your parents. And then after your parents, your life belongs to your husband. If your husband dies, your life belongs to your in-laws. You never own your life. You are always belonging to somebody. You were never free. You were never free to be you. And we saw back then, women would suffer abuse from their husbands, would suffer abuse from families. If ever a woman, you find the husband passes away, the family would come and snatch everything away from her and throw her into the streets with the children of this husband who bought everything. So the pressures around girls having to perform harder, to work harder academically, those pressures, one of the reason it comes from, for you to be free, for you to be able to stand on your own 2 feet, so that you don't depend on anyone, you don't belong to anyone, you don't need anyone to shelter you, to protect you. So you have to push harder on education, because if you are educated, you are guaranteed a good job, good money, a good life. You can stand on your own 2 feet. And we see now that is filtering heavily into daytime, because I guess there is subconsciously that fear that, girl child, you can't fall into the hands of others where you are dependent on others. You should learn to be strong on your own, stand up on your own. This is where we said at the start that we celebrate our girl children when they are taking on more masculine roles, because traditionally, or back then, it was for men to study, to be academic achievers. We see that being pressed on harder on girl children, and I salute that. So that is good, that is great, but we must not bring down the bar. Even on our boy children, we should have those high expectations as well. But we just need to try and make sure it's healthy, because we know that girls, they suffer comparison. Girls, they are always comparing. Someone would compare, your earrings are nicer than mine. But sister, your earrings are a cross. Mine is just a circle, which I can't even make out. So we are always comparing. We are always competing secretly with one another. So even if the academic pressure is there, compete with yourself. Never compete with somebody else. And this message is to both boys and girls. And this message is to all the parents. And that teach your children they must compete with themselves. Your child must never compete with the next person. What you want of your child, I want to see the better version of you today, better than you were yesterday. So if yesterday you could get 74%, today it should be 75%. Compete only with yourself. Push yourself to higher limits, competing only with yourself. Never compete with others. Otherwise, you will trip your kid up. Let's see. Let's go to the messages. You see, I'm well trained, guys. I don't stay too long without, Juki did say AI now is spoiling this generation. It's spoiling this generation big time. I won't lie. While I'm going through messages, let me see if there's a message from my son. Not yet. Okay, we are close to wrapping up. Juki says, wealthy and uncontrolled behavior. And that comes from social media. That is so true. Wealthy and uncontrolled behavior. I remember when I was growing up, I used to say, when I've grown, I pray to God that He helps me. I want to be wealthy, I want to be educated, and I want to serve Him. Those were the 3 things I wanted. I want to be wealthy, I want to be educated, and I want to serve Him. And where that came from for me, back then, remember, there was no real social media. We had TVs, we had super pop stars were booming. And for me, in my time, it was Michael Jackson. And Michael Jackson is a school dropout, and he's celebrated all over the world. He is wealthy. And when I look in my community, people who are academically strong, they are poor. People who are educated, they are poor. People who love God, who serve God, they are poor. But people who are, they go into the music industry. Back then, the music industry, I think it's the first thing that allowed people to be free, to behave freely with themselves, unconstrained. unconstrained, and it's okay. They would let it slide, and they made a lot of money. And when you look, these people, they always glorify that I didn't finish school. All of them, I didn't finish school. And it's like it's being glorified, and community is accepting of that. So I think for me as a child, when I was a girl child, that's where it came from, that God, I want you to use me. I want to prove it to the world that you can be educated and be wealthy and serve God. And I promise you, that's all I ever wanted. I want to be wealthy, be educated, and serve God, so that I can prove that you can serve God and be wealthy. You can be educated and be wealthy. Wealth is not only for school dropouts. Wealth is not only for the people, for satanic people, for people who don't believe in God. So exactly, wealth and uncontrolled behavior, that's what we see, and that's what people are chasing after. Maybe we need to teach we need to find a way to teach this wealth and uncontrolled behavior. That's where now we have issues of potty. These kids, they fall in dangerous hands. I was listening to the stories of Epstein, and some of these girls, they got into this thing because they were chasing after wealth and because of uncontrolled behavior. Some of them uncontrolled behavior because of what? I'm in the modeling industry. I'm a modeler. How do you meet a strange man today? And then he says, next week, today is Friday, and say, Sunday, we are flying out to Israel, or we're flying out to Canada. There's a show I met you today. And Sunday, I'm flying out with you out of the country, and I say I don't have money. You say, no, we'll pay for everything. And I'm trusting of that. That's the uncontrolled behavior, chasing after money and fame. And people land in a lot of trouble. Stuff it. I don't care. I'm a modeler. Yes, I'm a modeler myself. But why is it that certain industries, they allow bad behavior, they allow uncontrolled behavior, they allow and they create environments where people's lives are at risk? In the field that I am in, including this building this brand that is yours naturally. I don't know if yours naturally is a brand or whatever. We don't know. We'll see. But even with this channel, even if another YouTuber can come and say, oh no, we're doing a shooting, let's go to Cape Town, blah blah blah, and I say I don't have money, they say we'll pay for you, I'll be saying, no way, Jose, I'm not going, because I'm thinking for my safety. So they've become very, very reckless, Juki. I totally agree with you. Wealth and uncontrolled behavior, they are after wealth, and the uncontrolled behavior is, and the problem is that we celebrate it as a people. We celebrate it as a country. I don't care who says what. We are, except for me. I'm not celebrating it all, but they are celebrating it. The fact that you're going to stand there and watch this kid who is, it's a kid, and they are behaving as if they're from Dubai, they're from whatever, and you just admire that. That's celebrating. You are celebrating bad and uncontrolled behavior. They're celebrating where these kids are jelly babies and baby sugars. They're doing these things. They are looking now for wealthy married men because they don't want to go to school. They don't want to work hard for anything, but they want to live a luxurious life. And that's how potty comes in as well. Let's continue with our conversation. Thank you so much, Tracy Mteta. Hi, Tracy. Tracy is one of our regulars. Hi, Trey. Let's continue. Aiden says, hi, Tracy. Yes, I'm scrolling through. You see, I'm getting disciplined with this scrolling thing, magic. So yeah, there's lots of exposure a lot of pressures that exist today around a girl child. Remember, as much as the girl child is more empowered today than they were back then. Oh, okay. My son is done. So we call our son, ne? Today he is our son. So let's check on them. They are done. I'm going to use WhatsApp because this phone is not going to be able to, the battery is flat. So I can't use this phone to call. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this to call him his cab. Hi, Sis Tabby. The lady who does his hair is Sis Tabby. Okay, let's see if this one, let's try the iPad. I've never used the iPad to call Bolt. Let's try iPad. So guys, you'll bear with me. We're calling, today he's our child. We are getting our child back home, ne? Yeah. He hasn't come home since. Let me ask my sister. Let me see. Let me ask my sister, because I don't know why people, they are offline. Let me ask my sister, because now Sis Tabi is offline. Let's see, let's see. Let's see. Okay, I'm trying my sister, and let's see how it goes, because Sis Tabi's phone seems to be off. Okay. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna ask my sister to contact this guy, let's see how it goes. You can't say that we are done and then your phone is off. Let's see how that goes. All right, we'll check on them in 3 minutes again. My son is he's got time issues, ne? So let's continue. Still on the girl child. We said the girl child, they face intense social media pressure around beauty, body image, and perfection. And then the girl child, there's this comparison culture that we see amongst girls, which is actually has escalated and is stronger than it has ever been. And then we see that girl children are exposed prematurely to adult themes, and we talked about clothes, we talked about makeup, we talked about sexuality, we even talked about relationships. You know, they are now jelly babies. They are now looking for these men. And Juki, I think it's Juki, who said wealth and uncontrolled behavior, because they have got all these things, then they want to get these wealthy men so that they can get whatever they want. And then we see that also there's higher academic expectation on girl children and the pressure to excel in everything. We see that, and we talked a bit about that. One of the reasons for that, and I believe it's the main reason, if not the only reason, that comes from the thing that in the past, girl children were like, you belong to mommy and daddy, you belong to your husband, you belong to your in-laws, your husband dies, your in-laws don't want you, they take everything that your husband worked hard for to provide for you and your children, they throw you and your children out in the streets. That's where now that excellence, the pressure to excel in everything, in academics, and to do everything, you know, to excel, that's where that pressure comes from. Because if I excel in academics, I do very well, I'm going to get a very good job that pays very well, and I'm not going to depend on anybody. And then also we did say that abuse as well, you know, being abused, being in an abusive relationship, it teaches a girl child. And because remember, girl children, they are also watching the adults and they are learning. They see, oh, so if ever as a woman, I am dependent too much on this husband theme, marriage theme, then now when I want things, he doesn't provide for me. When I want this, he doesn't. But then he's got a girlfriend outside who he provides for. What happens? The girl child is then becomes trained that I need to get my one. I want to get my own. And then they work harder. We find girl children are competing with boys. Go to any school. The highest grades in school on average, it's girls versus the boys. Why? Because they are trying also subconsciously to prove a point that I can do it on my own. You know, I can do it. Just because I'm a girl doesn't mean that I cannot do it. And then one thing that we see, that there is more freedom to explore identity, but also more confusion and overwhelm, which is similar to the boys. It's just that for the women, for girl children, I find that it's okay for a girl child to explore their identity, unlike the boy child. Like we said, a boy child, we want you to be strong, boys don't cry. At the same time, we want you to be in touch and in tune with your emotions, be emotionally intelligent. And then when a boy child exposes his emotions, be like, oh, boys don't do that, you know. And then when a boy child is showing his strength, oh, you're so aggressive, I'm scared of you. So we are confusing both the girls and the boys. You know, we're confusing the girls, where the girls, they are free to explore their identity, and then it becomes confusing for them, and then also overwhelming. So I think that's in terms of I think in terms of that, we're gonna stop right there. What we will touch on is the pros of raising children today. I've got a lot of notes here, so I'm choosing which ones can we touch on. And okay, and then we can talk high level. What is it that we go on the toolkit that I have prepared for parents, like what parents can do in order to raise grounded and healthy children. With all that said, let's check on our son. Today he is our son, right? Let's see. Let's check first on our son, then we come back to the chat. Those who've just joined us, welcome. We've got a kid that we are tracking who we're supposed to bring home. So he is our son today. So we are checking on him right now because we need to call him an Uber or a Bolt, whatever you want to call it. She is stressing me. She is stressing me. Let me see if I can make a call, right? Let me see if I can make a call. Let me call the Bolt, because you know what they did? They send me a message that they are done, and then I respond, their phone is off. Like, honestly, I don't know what they are trying to do to me. You see, and then me, I stopped doing business with you when you're gonna do that to me, because now, because now. So now we are worried about our son, because we know our son is the type of person, I came here for this, now it's done, I want out, don't keep me here. So let's see, we want to bring our son home from, Tabby. The pickup is Tabby. Teletubbies. Okay, and then for someone else, this thing will ask you for your blood type just to get a ride. It wants my blood type. You don't want to do that. Economy, that is fine. Let's say select. Okay, confirm. Okay, so we've called the ride. Now the problem is one. Her phone is off. Guys, I don't know what's happening. Okay, those who are new to the channel, guys, this doesn't happen often. It's only today. Today has been full of drama from when we started. We're getting calls, we're getting people coming over, we're getting calls, constant calls. Oh, my friend who was calling, he kept calling again. I sent him a message. He said it wasn't him. After that, he started calling again. And I said, stop calling me. He said, no, I'm not calling me. I'm not calling you. And then I guess then it's the phone is So we got a ride for our son. He is our son today, guys. He's our son. So we got him a ride. He's gonna arrive in 2 minutes, and let's send them the details of the ride. Ooh, this is called being a parent. You see, this is where now I have I've got a bit of I've got a bit of issues with our son, because he could have taken his phone with. He doesn't like taking a phone to school with him, of which I agree with him, he shouldn't. But if he had his phone with him, I would be talking directly to him. Now we are depending on somebody else's phone because he doesn't have a phone. So, and his ride is 1 minute away. And this lady, her phone is still off. And yeah, so guys, whoever's just joined us, you are coming in on a live. We are trying to get our son back home. He is out there in the street. So I'm going to try use this phone because I can't get hold of anyone. I'm going to try use this phone. Let me ask my friend, the one who was calling me 5 million times. I'll ask him to call this lady so that this lady can go look. It doesn't make sense, really. You mean to tell me that even if ever I'm somewhere, it doesn't make sense. Let me not say anything. Let me not say anything. Sometimes I can say, I don't want to say things that, let me tell my friend to please check for me. Sorry, guys. We are raising a son. This is what it's all about. Hi, friend. How are you? I've got an emergency. We are still doing a live. No. I want you to call this number. It's the lady who does our hair. Sama's car is outside and I can't get hold of her. Her WhatsApp, her data is off. Can you please call them and tell them that the car is outside? I'll send you the details. It's called being a parent. So that's another thing. When you are a parent, you really need to have a network of people that you can trust, that you know, this one, when I reach out to them, even if in the middle of the night at 2 a.m., they will pick up the phone, they will answer. And other parents, like, because my friend is also a parent, they know that I wouldn't play games with them. This is serious. It's a matter of baby, my baby, and my baby needs to come home, and his ride is outside. Please call the number, ask Summer to go. The car is outside. Sorry guys, it's I don't know what happened. Today has a life of its own. Some days are like that. And the car is outside. Now what we did, we took the details of the car and we sent it to my friend and sent a message to my friend. He responded. He's thinking that I'm complaining about calling. So I sent him a voice note and also typed as well in case he can't listen to the voice note. So I sent him the same message, one in the form of a text, second in the form of a voice. And now I'm also now going to go talk to the driver and tell him that please wait. He is coming. He is on his way. And I don't know if he is on his way or not. Worst that can happen, he will wait for a while and get tired and drive away, and then I get charged. That's the price of parenting. Remember, we said we are in this thing together. You train up a child. So I may not be there, but I am actually there in the thick with him. He is on his way. So what I think lesson learned for me today is that when my son is gonna go do his hair after school, on that day we must make sure he has his phone with him, because it can't be that you send a text message and then you switch off your phone or you switch off your data. It can't be. It doesn't work like that, because now it's making me to go crazy, you see. And we're not gonna go crazy. We are on an international platform, so we must behave ourselves. And my son is gonna be very upset, and there's nothing I can do. Let's try. Let's see. So okay, my friend has got it under control, so I am happy. So this is my trusted friend, guys. Very, very trusted friend. So when I give him something, I say I'm stuck in this. When he said, okay, I'll help you, I got it, I can rest and breathe. You see, now he said sharp, meaning that sorted, I don't have anything, then we can continue. So that's the support structure you need to build around yourself as a parent. And so that is that. And let's go to the chat. We are raising our son, guys. He's our son. Okay, let's see the messages. Tracy, hi. And then we've got Duke, wish 3 wish granted. Everything is possible with God. Amen. Amen and amen. I know what Juki is talking about. It's the 3 wishes that I had as a kid, that I want this, I want this, I want that. Amen, amen, and amen. Thank you, Juki. And Aiden says, I lost something and I found it. Okay, we thank God. Melissa says, I'm playing my game now. Bye. Okay, guys, those who don't know Melissa is one of those, she's like cargo room. They come, and then I'm gone, and then I'm back, I'm gone. So it's quite enjoyable. Let me check where the car is at. Okay, so our son is coming home. I'll show you. I don't know if you can see it. It should say driving to destination. I'm trying to cover the details of the car without touching anything, you see? Oh, okay, I don't know. I did something. I always do something with these things. Let me do like this. I will use a tissue. So he is on his way. I hope you can see it. Driving to destination. So our son, guys, if you've never raised a child before, so what you have experienced, you experienced a taste of what it is to be a parent. So in these last 10 minutes, you were actually a parent to my son. And that's what we go. So you experienced it firsthand. That's how it goes. And yeah, he is a teenager. So let's see. Let's go through the messages again. Juki, what did you lost? My needle. I think Aiden is crafting something. So he lost a needle. Oh, he's making clothes with. Yes. Aiden is very, very creative. I would love to see a channel for Aiden where Aiden is doing all these creative stuff, and he's also teaching and saying, this is how you do a flower out. You know, you make an embroidered flower. This is how it would be great. It would be a great channel. And then Juki says, I'm glad you found it. And then, was in a summit today and I realized women are more angry to succeed. Oh, we've got Deza. And Deza is saying, was in a summit today and I realized women are more angry to succeed, more than guys, more women ready to run mines, not ask for crumbs. We are hungry. We are hungry. We are hungry and angry. We are angry and hungry to succeed. You see, that's what I'm talking about. And Deza is saying he was at a mining summit today and he's seeing more and more women coming forward, and women are more hungry, and not just hungry, but they are even angry. They are more angry and to succeed, you know, and they don't just want to, they're not just ready to run mines, but also they are not asking for crumbs. So what will happen is that when our son, remember today he is our son until he walks into this yard. So our son, what will happen today? He is almost home now. So when our son arrives, we're going to ask him, did you have a nice ride? You enjoyed the ride? The driver treated you nice? And then he's going to say, yes, mommy. Yes, mommy. And then we're going to tip the driver. Okay. So I'm going to thank my friend, and I'm telling my friend that you are the best. This is after I was telling him to stop calling me. Okay, cool. So there, guys, you see it. Deza is a gentleman. You can see that he's in the mining space. And he's saying at the mining summit, there were lots of women there, and women are more angry, and they are more angry, and they want to succeed, and the anger they have, the hunger they have is more than that of guys. And I want to talk to the younger generation, to boys and girls, talking to boys. I just want to say to the boys, the society, the times that we're living in, even to our men, young men, the times we are living in, they are more favorable to women. And what I want you to do, don't get angry at the system. Don't be angry with the system. But what I would advise that you do, work with the system for it to favor you. Because if you're going to be angry with the system, angry at the system, you will be angry at society, you will hate women, and you will end up falling into this wagon that us ambassadors, we don't belong to. That wagon where men are bashing women and women are bashing men. Remember, we said we don't belong there. We know nothing. We're not going to witness nothing. We're not a part of it. We don't even want to hear of it. So what I want to say to our men, to our young men, even our grown men, you know, yes, you see what women are doing. Instead of feeling angry and frustrated and venting that out, look at the system and say, how can this serve me? Start looking at it from a point of, what can I learn from this? What can I benefit from this? What can I do to make this situation work in my favor? As soon as you start looking at things, looking for solutions, looking for opportunities, you'll be amazed at how the universe aligns itself. You'll be amazed at how your brain opens up and you start seeing opportunities. You start seeing things that others don't see. And the same women who drive you crazy because all these opportunities are going to them, it's going to be the same women who become a step ladder for you to reach your ideals. So if we can try and stop looking at things, making ourselves as victims. You see how women, they started to conquer. The first thing they said, like, I am done being a victim. I am not a victim. one mentality about most women who are successful, they refuse to view themselves as a victim, even if they've been victimized. You know, they will cry, of course, feel the pain, but after that, they're like, I am not a victim. I refuse to be a victim. I am a victor instead. Let's check where our son is at. So he should be home. We're not gonna rate or tip until he comes home. He just walked in, so he's gonna tell us how was the ride. He's not gonna appear on the video, he's shy. So yeah, so that's what I would say. You know, instead of men being angry, frustrated, instead of boys being, I don't know. Baby, please switch on the light for me. So we tried to contact Sis Tabby. Her phone is off. I had to call, ask Uncle David. Because Sis Tabby, I'll show you when I'm done. Even everyone here was like waiting. Where is our son? You want to say hi?
No, thank you.
Oh, okay. He doesn't want to say hi. He's shy, like I told you. Thank you so much for the light. You look handsome.
Thank you.
Okay. So that's what I would say. You know, get yourself, this is a mind game. This is a mind game that's going on. And the only way for you to win in a space where psychological games are being played just to trip you up. Psychological games are being played so that men and women, we can fight each other. The best thing for you to do is to step out, because you don't know who is the mastermind. The best thing is for you to step out, refuse to see yourself as the victim, refuse. You are not a victim, and refuse to see the other person as the enemy. Instead, look and say, there is something in this for me. What is it? And Juki says, host, I'll be seeing you on your next topic stream. Moderator, keep up the good. Bye, Juki. Bye. Thank you so much, Juki. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Juki. And Cargo Vroom. Hi. Let's see the time. Okay, it's 20 past 6, and we're gonna come close to our closing. And then that's what we said. I love that comment by Deza, that women are hungrier, women are more angry, you know, to succeed. I love the word angry. Women are angry, they want to succeed. You know, behind the word angry, you know, you can pick up the passion, you know, the hunger, that drive. Women are angry, more hungrier than men to succeed. And this is the mining space. And you know that the mining space is a very, very, very masculine space, and those are the spaces that women are entering into. So I just want to look at the pros of raising children today. So the pros of raising children today is that there is more emotional awareness. We did talk about that. We said there is more career and identity freedom. I love it when I see, funny enough, it's something that I wanted to talk about in one of the things, and somebody I wanted to feature if they would agree. There's a gentleman I know. What he does lashes, nails, he does this beauty stuff, and he's a gentleman, a fully gentleman, heterosexual, black. And this thing is saying reconnecting. Yes, I am live. It looks like it started me from scratch or whatever it did. I don't know, but yeah. Oh, thank you, Aiden. I'd forgotten about the driver. Thank you. Thank you, Aiden. Oh my God. Aiden, you are great. Thank you, Aiden. I forgot about the driver. I'm doing the tip right now. Baby, did the driver, was the ride good? A very nice gentleman. Okay, he was a very nice gentleman. So my son was happy. So if you take care of my son, I take care of you. Thank you, Aiden. We tipped the driver. We gave him 5 stars and we said, great service, great car, great everything. And then we also tipped him very, very good. So our son said the driver was very good. The ride was very good. And the driver was a very lovely gentleman. And to everyone who waited with me, who struggled through with me trying to sort out my son. For today, he was our son. And thank you so much, guys. Highly, highly appreciated. This is where, the things that were not there, were there in the olden times that we hardly see today, where we say it takes a village to raise a child. And together as a village, we were together. And instead of me panicking, instead of me going around like a headless chicken, you guys were here with me. And, and even Aiden is like, hey, remember to tip the driver. And I'd totally forgotten about that. So thank you so much. This is what we'd love to see. If this can fold out in real life, if this can be something of our regular and everyday lives where we look out for one another, we help each other raise our children, you can imagine what type of children we're gonna have. So we're still on the positives of raising children today. We said there is more emotional awareness, there is more career and identity freedom, which is true. We talked about it. We saw Deza saying women are in mining. Go back 50 years. You don't have to go back 100 years ago, just 50 years ago. Women in mining, that was unheard of. Only men were in that space. And then access to information and learning tools. We talked about that. Those are the pros of raising children today. There is more information, is too much, to a point where information is cheap, guys. Information, because you can even do your MBA online without paying any university. You get those tools, but the trick is gathering that information. But you can become a fully educated medical doctor. Of course, you'll need a university to certify you and graduate you, but you can learn everything that doctors are learning, engineers that are learning online. So that's how available, that's how free and easy to have access to information. So there is easy access to information and learning tools. We have this platform, our arena. It is, back, if you go back 10 years, 20 years, what we are doing here, people used to pay for that. And now we're doing it for free. Life strategies, people would pay. And it used to be only for the elite, only the elite, only the wealthy, only the rich could afford such things, where we sit down, we talk about life matters. We talk about how to transform our lives. And what we see, the pros of raising children today, is that parents are more involved and more intentional. Look at just what just happened today. If we were to take what happened today and put it in the context of 50 years ago, 30, 60 years ago, what would have happened to our son is that he would walk himself from home, from school, doing the hair, if transport dropped him off, and then from there he need to sort himself out and get himself home. Parents were not as involved and were not as intentional, whereas versus what we experienced now in this life, we saw how involved we were and how intentional we were in this particular situation with our young men. And then this is one I love the most. Today, what is beautiful about raising children today, there is greater acceptance to diversity. We saw that right at the start, is that the children today, they are more exposed to different cultures, different ideas, different trends, different things, and because of that exposure, remember we said that what causes people to be scared is lack of knowledge, not knowing. You see somebody who is different from you, you go to a space where the food is different from the food that your community know. You develop, you build up an internal fear, and you try by all means to protect yourself, and you vilify that other thing, and you push it away in a way that you are bad, you are not good, you are dangerous. And now we don't see that. That has decreased a lot. There is more acceptance in diversity, which is great. That one I really, really love a lot. And then there is more opportunity for creativity and self-expression. We're not going to go far. We're not going to just look at us. There is lots more opportunities for creativity and self-expression. Just look at us. We don't have to go far. Just look at us. And then there is better understanding of mental health. That is one of the topics that us, not just me as a person, but us as a channel, we are very, very, very passionate about. It's almost 6:30. I did promise that we are gonna look at what parents can do to raise grounded and happy children. So I'm not going to go through the detail. Maybe we'll do a separate video for that, a separate video, a separate recording for that. But what we will do here in this setting, just to make sure that part is covered, we're going to touch high level. Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 points that, I love that. Life is colorful. Life is colorful. And you know what? The more colorful life is, the more pretty it is, the more lovely it is, the more joyful it is. You know, it's like life is an endless song. You know, life is something else, guys. Let's just enjoy it. Let's enjoy our differences. You know, I'm a very respectful person, you know, and I'm actually very stout and rigid in my own things that I stand on and believe, but at the same time I'm very open and welcoming to all our differences. And you know, being open and welcoming to our differences doesn't mean that you don't have a stand. I think that's where people get things confused. They say, oh, she's so open, she's so nice, and they think you don't have a backbone. They think that you don't have a stand. The reason that you can be open, the reason you can be accepting of people and their differences, it's because you know who you are. You are standing firm on who you are. You know who you are. You know what your boundaries. You know, I don't bend for this, I don't bend for that. And because you know who you are, it's easy then to accept our diversity, to accept all the different colorful, I want to use that word, the different colorful, you know, the different colors, you know, the different colorful people that we see, the different colorful cultures that we see, the different colorful trends that we see. This colorful life, it's easy to enjoy it and embrace it when you are standing, you know who you are, and you know, this is who I am and this is where I am standing. I can bend over like this up to here, but if I bend over further, I know I'm gonna break. You know, I can't bend over this way, but I can. That way you are able to be accepting of others because you are fully much aware of your own strengths, your own weaknesses, your own shortcomings. Easy does it. I'm thinking that Aiden is referring. Aiden says, I'm breaking my friend's mind. So Aiden is also somebody who is more in the space of healing, in a sense that, yeah, you know, people who've got a heart for others, people whose heart, they reach out to somebody who is in trouble, maybe somebody who needs an ear, somebody who needs a shoulder, somebody who needs guidance. So he is in that healing space. So he's saying, I'm breaking my friend's mind. So I'm suspecting that maybe Aiden may be referring to that friend. And if ever you are winning that battle, Aiden, it's one battle won for God. It's one battle won for God, one soul saved. And that there's nothing bigger than that. I don't care. I don't care about billions, but there is nothing bigger. It's just saving one soul. You know, that's amazing, Aiden. That is really amazing. Very amazing. And the reason you can do that is because you know who you are. You know your strength. You know your weaknesses. You know your pitfalls. You know how it is to be the underdog. You know, the greatest healers is because for you to be a greatest healer, you must have experienced one of the greatest pains. You know, you can't feel somebody's pain if you haven't experienced pain yourself, if you don't know what pain is. So yeah, so let's just run through, just quickly run through what parents can do to raise grounded and happy children. Like we said, for this one, we are going to do a recording. I think I will do a video tonight itself so that it doesn't slip my mind. And then where we're going to have a detailed session on how to raise grounded and happy children. So number one is having emotional support. So teach emotional vocabulary. saying things like, I feel like, because, if teaching your child to express their emotions using words, if you've got a child, remember, children are taught. If you've got a child, or you yourself, you don't know how to express your feelings, try to learn. Be gentle and kind with yourself. You will get, when a child is throwing tantrums, and you'll be like, hey, this child likes to throw tantrums, and we get irritated. I mean, I'm not talking about naughty kids here. I'm not talking about spoiled brats who are always trying to throw tantrums. But when a child is throwing tantrums, try to understand that the reason this child is throwing tantrums is because they don't know how to express their frustration. Throwing off a tantrum is a sign of a frustration. I'm not, like we said, there are exceptions and there are anomalies, and those are spoiled brats. We're not talking about spoiled brats and children who are ill-mannered. But think of it yourself. When you have that tantrum, you can feel there's this tantrum in you, because that would happen mainly because you are frustrated and you don't know how to express or how to deliver what you want delivered. So it's important that we as parents, what they need to do is to teach the emotional vocabulary. A child must need, I think, I don't know if I have it, I will look for it, all the different feelings, the words to describe a feeling. Remember, it's the same as illness. If you can't find a name for it, you can't conquer it. As long as you are fighting something, you are dealing with something, and if you don't have a name for it, my friend, that thing will always be above you. That thing will always conquer you. So whether it's an emotion, whether it's a sickness, you need to find a name for it. It's like fighting an enemy in the dark. It's dark and you are in the dark room and you are fighting. There's somebody fighting you. If you don't have a name for it, you don't know who is fighting you, what is fighting you, you will never win that battle. But as soon as you know the name, you start learning how to fight. So it's the same with emotions as well, to build the emotional, that emotional intelligence as well, to teach our children to be patient, to express themselves. They need to learn the words. I feel like, today is another day. YouTube just disrupted the stream and is asking me, stream got disrupted. Do you want to resume or end it? Guys, since we started, today is just drama after drama. Okay, cool. So it's important that you have, even, I can't remember who I was talking to. And then they said, I can't remember what, or was it me or what? I'm not remembering well, but I was having a conversation and I was saying to this person, like, you need to have a name for it. You can't fight that which you don't know. You need a name. And I think it was sickness. I was like, I said, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about how horrible the illness can be, the disease. It can be whatever disease, the most horrible of diseases. It doesn't matter. All you need is a name. What is it? You must have a name for it, because once you have a name, you are able to overcome. The same is true with emotions. For your emotions not to run you, it's important that our children, they are taught the emotional vocabulary. They, I feel like this because of that. And us as parents, we should not be like the parents of old, when the child is expressing how they feel. Mommy, I was very hurt when you said this. Mommy, it hurt my feelings when you did this. It did not make... Parents of old, you will get a big hiding. They'll say, you say you feel what? You know what? I'll give you a reason to feel properly. They will make you feel properly, yeah? So those are the things that we want to avoid. Yes, Aiden is commenting that it's drama. It's drama. Yes, Melissa. We are actually wrapping up. We're running through this, what parents can do to raise grounded and happy children. So we said we must teach our children. Remember, this applies to both boys and girls. And if you've got boy children and girl children. Please don't treat your children differently, guys. I'm not saying that your boys must wear skirts and girls must wear trousers. No. You want, in the same way, with the same passion and energy, you are teaching your girl children to be independent. Teach your boy children to be independent. In the same way, you're teaching your boy children to be resilient. Teach your girl children to be resilient. And teaching the emotional vocabulary, you must teach both your boy children and your girl children. And so that would also help with emotional support, because if your child is able to put into words what is it that they are feeling and what could have caused that feeling, they may not be accurate. Even you as a parent, you are able to support them. You are able to actually walk the journey with them. Nothing is as frustrating as a child who's throwing a tantrum and you don't know what they want. You know, I'm sure you all know, you're with a person, whether it's a child or an adult, they're just kind of, what's wrong? What do you want? Talk to me. Okay, calm down. Then they fight. Have you seen an adult who does that? I've dealt with that type of an adult. And I'm like, hold on, it's okay. Like, it's fine. And then they're now fighting me. At the end, what happens? Like, okay, I'm done. I'm done. I walked away. It's like, okay, I'm done. You know, because I'm trying to be here, to be supportive. You know, so the only way we can provide that emotional support to our children, let's start teaching our children emotional vocabulary as well. And when your child is speaking to you saying, I feel like this, when you said this, it made me feel this way. Don't think that your child is talking down at you. Your child is looking down at you. The child is telling you, this is how it made me feel that point in time. When you said this about me in front of my friends, it made me feel like this. As a parent, don't get angry at the child and the next thing you want to belt the child. No. And it doesn't mean you have failed as a parent. Remember, you are a human being. Right? You've never had, you are a human being. You are bound to make mistakes in this parenting thing as well. Let's check out the messages. Okay, there's no messages. Cool. And then we continue. And then for emotional support, we also need to model healthy emotional expression. So I think the rest of the stuff here on emotional support is gonna put into words what we have just said. So you need to validate feelings instead of dismissing them. You see, I said it's gonna put into words. My hair is, this hair, I need to go back. And then we need to encourage open conversations without shame. So exactly what we had said. And then another thing for you to raise grounded and happy children is digital guidance. What do we mean by that? You need to set healthy screen boundaries. It's a bit challenging here in my home because I am in IT. And my son, who is our son for today, I'll keep reminding you guys, our son for today, my son, who is our son for today, let's see, there's a message. Hold up, call your son. No, he's shy. He's shy. He's also a YouTuber. His channel is way bigger than mine. He'd been away for 3 years, but now he's back. And I think it's Sam Not Gone. His channel is doing great. You know, he's doing exceptionally well. And he's very shy. I wouldn't say he's very shy. He doesn't like attention. So anything that draws attention to him, he doesn't like. So he will not want to come at all. For the fact that I'm mentioning his name, trust me, that is pushing it. He doesn't even want his name being mentioned. And it's not a thing of, I'm ashamed of, I don't want to, no, it's nothing to do with shame. It's just he loves to have his own private life, you know. And I think that's why his channel as well, you will never see him. So it said digital guidance. Like I said, it's a bit tough for families who are like here at home, where work-wise I'm in IT, and outside of work, my activities, they still need digital technology. And you get my son, who is, yes, at school, but his field of interest as well is in the IT side. So you see, for us, screen time, to control screen time is it's a bit of a challenge. But I know that there's areas where we have control, like bedtime is this. Remember we said that there is safety that we need to look out for, online safety. So what we do here at home is that just ask him what anime he watched. Let's just finish first. He's far. My house is on. He's in the other end, so I have to shout and peer through, hoping that he would hear me. So he's in the other end of the house. So, what was I saying? Yes, digital guidance. So in digital guidance, we need to teach our children that even if a situation like here in this house, where if you've got a similar situation, if not worse, it's important that we teach our children that, you can't stay, this is digital guidance we're talking about. A child wakes up, they pull their, one thing we can't run away from, and one thing we just need to accept, technology and devices are here to stay. If you're still going to be a parent and be fighting that no child in my house is going to have a cell phone until they are 30, you are on your own. You are so on your own. You are in La La Land. So teaching healthy screen time boundaries. Healthy screen boundaries. Setting healthy screen boundaries. Remember, it's not only about time, that you need to have time away from the screen. This is where I love my son's school, because they banned all digital devices they're bringing. Because now kids will be at school with their devices. Instead of mingling with each other, engaging with each other, they sit on the devices. So devices are not allowed. You get caught with the device, it gets taken, you will get it end of the year. And if ever you get caught again and again, I think you get it end of the day. If you get caught again, I think the third time they catch you, it stays, and you're gonna get it end of the year. So let's see. I lost my other glove that I made. Sorry, Aiden, I'm sure you will find your other glove that you made. So healthy screen boundaries as well. We know there is this, is it the blue light that comes from the screens? So there are glasses. So those glasses are not expensive. So if ever, even you yourself as an adult, make sure you get those glasses, the glasses that protect your eyes from the blue light that comes from the screens. So you don't have to have bad vision. You need to get those glasses. Unfortunately, I don't have them. I think I need to start getting them. I think there is certain covers if you are wearing glasses, prescription glasses that you can put on, so to protect your eyes from the blue light, the Blu-ray light. So that's a healthy screen boundaries. So we talked about time, we talked about protecting your eyes from the screen as well. And another healthy screen boundary when coming to digital guidance, you can't have a child like, now I'm seated on a couch, they are sitting like this the whole day from morning until night, then they go to sleep and then they come back again the following day. You're killing the back, you are killing the kidneys. Teaching the child that when you are seated, you need to get up, move around, stretch a bit. Because remember, sitting, it puts pressure on your spine, it puts pressure on your kidneys. That's why you find that people like bus drivers, people like whose job is to sit all the time, later on in life, they suffer with kidneys because their kidneys, they've been compromised. And that's one of the risks that our children, even us adults, when in this digital age, we are exposed to, because we are always seated. And so to teach digital literacy, so it's important to teach our children. And remember, this is also for you. It's not just for children, digital literacy. Even me on my own devices, I have set privacy stuff, privacy, safety, and critical thinking on digital. So things like privacy and safety. So when I do a Google search, when I search for a certain topic, even Google for me, it blocks certain content, because that's how I have set it, because I don't want to be exposed and get surprises. If ever I am researching a topic and I need to see explicit, or I would say explicit content, I think it would be at that point where I would remove those safety things so I can get the information I want, and then I switch it back on. So that is also for you. It's important that we teach our children that. Hence, you notice that when we are online, we always say to our younger ambassadors, we tell them, no, this saying the country is enough, or if you've said the province is enough, nothing more you're going to say. You're not going to expose yourself, because now we are teaching our children digital literacy. And part of that is that exposing children's physical appearance on platforms like this. Guys, it's dirty, it's dangerous out there. And before we would post pictures on public platforms like Facebook of our children, our babies, and we didn't know what could happen with those pictures. But now we need to be more careful, and we need to teach our children to be more careful, protecting their privacy, looking after their safety as well, critical thinking. If ever I put in this age, if ever I put a picture of my baby girl, my baby boy on the internet, there is sick people out there. If ever I put this information on the internet, there is people out there who will be able to track you. And then monitor online behavior, we did say, without spying. So parents, you need to know how to monitor online behavior without spying. There is tools that is available that you can use. So you just need to make sure that your child, when you create accounts for your child, you need to disclose the age, because even the internet, things like Google, they help you protect your child, because you find that there's certain things, if ever your phone belongs to your child and you did disclose that this child is below this person who owns this phone is below this age, there's certain restrictions and controls that things like Google, even your YouTube, and then they put in control for you. So you need to monitor online behavior without spying. You don't have to that when your child is sleeping, you sneak into his room, you take the phone, you are scrolling through. And one thing I would say, as much as your child has his own phone, and as much as he'll have a password or fingerprints, make sure you have access to that phone. And it shouldn't be a secret. He must know that you can access the phone anytime. And you tell him that it's not to spy on you. It's just that you are a child. I must have access. So not that when I need to have access to your phone, I must ask you. You will tell me what your password is or what is the pattern to open. If it uses fingerprints, you will add my fingerprint as well. And what is also important for me, all my devices, this one uses fingerprints. My son's fingerprints work in my devices. My son knows passwords to all my devices, my laptops, my phones, my iPad, tablet. He has passwords. If it wants fingerprints, he has that. And somebody was saying, you are so silly. Your child will now see your things. What are the things that I should be hiding from my child, if you get what I'm saying? If I've got hidden agendas, I should hide them so well that my child can't access them. But I can't be locking everything. I'm teaching him that, yes, these are just devices, but they shouldn't be a barrier for us. So if you need to use my phone, there it is. If it's locked, you open it yourself. So, and because there is that thing, man, I think that is for a different, it can lead to a different topic, that if you want to raise a child who is open to you, you want your child to be open with you, it starts with you. You too, you must be open with your child. You must speak openly with your child. Speak to your child as if you are speaking to an adult. Respect your child. That which you want to see, you first must practice. Then you will see it being reflected back at you. Let's see the messages. Okay, I think we are fine. We are still good. Yes, it's the safety search. Okay. Aiden is busy with something and he keeps losing stuff. He lost needles, he lost gloves, now he's losing medals. And yeah, sorry, Aiden. I think, today he's dealing with us. He's dealing with you and me today. Yeah, yes. I also love the safety search. When I get a new device, that's the first thing I do. Safety first. And then, of course, on digital guidance is what we said. You must encourage offline hobbies and real world friendships. For this, because of the sake of time, on the other points we're not gonna dwell on. There are 6 points. We dwelt on 2, which was emotional support and digital guidance. The next 4 is identity and confidence. So these are the things that parents can do in helping them to raise grounded and happy children. No, I did hide my address. I'm gonna check. I did hide my address. Did it? I think it did hide my address. I'll double check. So the nice thing is that when this video is done, it's gonna be private. Thank you for making. I'll go check it out, Aiden, when I'm editing. I'm gonna go check it out. When this video is done, it's gonna go to private, and then I'll cut that part out. So the nice thing is that where I stay, the names of the area where I stay. It's the names you find in quite a few areas. So, but thank you for. Oh, is it? Sure. Okay, thank you so much for highlighting that to me, Aiden. Oh my God. So what happens when we do a live? It goes private, and then that's why some lives I haven't released them yet, because there's things that I need to edit out. So the nice thing with YouTube, when you do live, they also at YouTube Studio, yes, I can edit. So I will definitely cut it out. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Aiden. I don't know how I missed it, hey? Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you're saving me again today. Thank you so much, Aiden. Okay, so we said identity and confidence. So we need to celebrate individuality. Your child is an individual. We need to celebrate the uniqueness. Do not desire another human being to live in your child. If your friends' children are great at this and that, at things that you admire, and your child is not into that, don't make your child feel bad about it. Just because your child is not into sport, they are not sprinters, just because your child cannot throw javelin and it's something you admire, because your friends' children, they are doing it, they are now playing for provincials, they are doing this, and your child is not into that. And maybe your child is more into, I don't know, more into writing. Your child is more into other things, maybe things you don't even understand. Like, for example, your child is, I don't know, is more into biology, and you're like, my God, what is that? Why can't this child go into accounting? You know, don't force a different life on your child. Celebrate your child's individuality. Appreciate your child's individuality. Even you yourself wouldn't want that done to you. You know, imagine somebody whom you love, they can't celebrate you. Instead, they see you and they are thinking, why can't you be like so and so? So let's not do that to our children. Let's accept our children for who they are and start to learn. What I've seen is that parents don't really know their children. You know, parents, very few parents take the time to learn their children. Yes, they see their strengths, their weaknesses, but they don't take the time to learn their children as a fellow human being. They see their child is like, it's my child. My child is like this, my child is like that, but they hardly take the time to learn. The same way you want to learn a colleague, you want to learn a friend, you want to learn a girlfriend, a boyfriend, an uncle. Your child too, you need to learn, and know that in learning a person, the same rules will apply with your child. There'll be things that you don't like, there'll be things that will shock you, and you accept them. This is the person that my child is. Like me, I thought my child, I always had a picture as mothers, like, oh, he's so cute, such a cute baby, even if they are 20. Oh, he's such a cute baby. And you forget that when you realize that my child is actually short-tempered. It deals with you, because when you are used to this such a cute baby, you need to learn your child. So we said in identity and confidence, you need to celebrate individuality. You need to avoid gender stereotyping. You need to encourage both boys and girls to be strong and gentle. And you need to teach self-worth beyond appearance or achievement. And then the third item is structure and stability. Remember, this is for the parents, how to raise grounded and happy children. That was 3. Now this is 4, structure and stability. Here we say you must create routines that feel safe. right? Create routines that feel safe. A routine that feels safe. In your house, you know that during the week, 9 o'clock, it's bedtime. 10, that's a routine. Weekends, if it's a school weekend, 10 o'clock, you extend the time. Let that be a routine. Dinner at home, we sit together at a table, we eat together. Creating routines, having routines, it builds an emotional and psychological safety nets. You know, it creates a hedge around your child's mentality, emotions, and those hedges, those emotional hedges that you are building for your child, psychological hedges, they create a safety. You know, it makes your child feel safe. You know, yes, they are not going to be happy being told to go to sleep when they're not ready to sleep. But trust me, if ever you remove that, it goes to that thing that was mentioned, that they are uncontrollable. So your child will be uncontrollable. Your child will not feel emotionally safe, you know. So we said we must create structure and stability. Under structure and stability, you said we must create routines that feel safe. Don't make it a routine that at 5 a.m. we wake up, we walk on hot coals. You are creating a routine, but it doesn't feel safe to me. Even me, I won't survive that routine. And then you must set consistent boundaries. We did touch on that. You must teach responsibility through age appropriate chores. I think we did touch a bit on that. Encourage, not a bit, we touched on that. We must encourage problem solving instead of rescuing too quickly. And that's a tough one that we battle with, especially as mothers. When coming to our children, we are there to rescue, you know, and we always want to rescue. And by doing that, we are actually harming our children. We are hurting our children. We need to start to learn, myself included, to encourage problem solving and not be too quick to come to the rescue. And then number 5, it's connection and presence. Under connection and presence, we say spend intentional one-on-one time. So that's what spend intentionally spend time. Intentionally spend one-on-one time with your child. And it's not a time where you say, why did you do this? It's not to scold, just to sit and bond. You don't be addressing issues. In my language, don't dig for problems. Don't be that instigator of problems. You want to fight all the time. No. Spend time with your child, where if it means you spending time with your child, you sit together and, if possible, it can be time that where you remove other stimuli like TV, if possible, maybe that one-on-one time you spend with your child, maybe early in the morning, you say, let's go sit outside and enjoy the sunrise. Let's enjoy the sunset. Let's go for stretches. Let's do this together. Let's read to each other, intentionally, be intentional. So there we're talking about connection and presence. You want to make sure you are building that connection, that presence with your child, and you must listen without rushing to fix. And you must create family rituals like meals. We talked about meals, we talked about walks and check-ins, and be the safe place that they can return to. You don't want your child to treat another adult out there to find them safer than you. Your child must not, remember, your child is a human being. Your child must not be afraid to come to you and say, Mom, Dad, I messed up big time. Now, your child can't come to you for that. They will go to the auntie next door, or they will go to somebody else in the family, or they'll go to somebody else because, I can't go to Mom or Dad about this. They will kill me because you are not safe. They don't find you safe, and as much as I get that your parent must know that, your children must know that you are strict. I don't want my child about challenges he's going through in life. I don't want my child about his biggest joys, about his biggest mess ups. I don't want him talking to somebody else. I want him to come to me. And it takes maturity and a great discipline from me as a parent to not react. reacting like, how could you do that? No, treat your child as a fellow human being. That way you create a safe space and your child can trust you with their life. Your child can trust you with their life experiences. I don't think nothing is as horrible as your child trusting the next adult with the details of their life than you as the person who brought them in this earth. Because when you are hot coals, no one can say anything to you. If a child says something, a hot clap arrives now. Well, I don't know what type of a relationship, have a picture of a relationship you want to have with your child when they are small, when they are certain. Have a picture in your mind. This is the relationship I want to have with my child when they are big. Maybe start there. When they are big, they are adults. I want to have this type of a relationship with my child, and start working out that relationship as they're small and walk that journey, knowing that I'm driving towards having that particular relationship. And remember, you're doing this without compromising yourself as a parent. Remember, you are not their friend. You are not their buddy. You are not their bosom friend. You are still the parent. So still being a parent. Okay. And then the last one, which is 6. This is the toolkit that we are sharing. We're saying the life skills. So you need to teach your children resilience. Aiden, we were talking about my son, right? You said, I told you that my son, you said I must ask him what anime he is busy with. And I said that my son has got a channel, and I said that he was gone. So there is a lesson in this. My son's channel is big, and he disappeared. He went away for like 3 years. Now he's back. So for somebody who's used to having thousands of viewers and a lot of comments and a lot of reactions, because he was gone and now he's starting from zero, that pick up. So, I said to him, no, baby, remember what I told him is that, my love, don't focus on the views for now. Just focus on getting the stuff, because YouTube has forgotten you. YouTube needs to remember you again. Don't focus on the views. Continue doing your work and posting. Continue doing your videos and posting. And then you will see with time, your views will pick up again. You just need to bear with it. And because I know that working hard only to have 0 views or to have 2 views, I know the pain and the challenge, that the humiliation that goes with that. So it's important that we teach our children resilience. It's gonna sting you, it's gonna hurt you as a parent, seeing that happening to your child. You will want to go and protect your child. You will want to hide your child from all of that. You will want to take all the beatings, all that stress on behalf of your child, but you are hurting your child. You must allow your child, when life is teaching your child resilience, allow your child to be taught to be resilient, because also they must learn also delayed gratification. So what I said to my son is that, give it a year. And I also told him that the nice thing about you, your niche moves faster than mine. My niche is very slow. It's very slow. So give yourself this year. By end of the year, you would be back to where you were at, if not even higher, more higher than where you were at. So for now, just enjoy you coming back, enjoy you creating the videos and posting and sharing. And also saying for him, he has to, unfortunately, because of his career choice. So yeah, life skills, you need to encourage independence. It's important that we raise children who are independent. And how you encourage independence is to allow your child to make decisions at home as well. I'm not saying you must tell your child must decide, are we paying bills this month or not? Maybe things that are simple, like, okay, what are we having for dinner tonight? Independence, it's not about let your child run there freely without you. It's in thinking, in decision making, learning to be independent. The child must be able to think, no, it's cold today. We can't have cold food. Let's have soup. Oh no, how about today? Let's not go for movies today. Let's go outside for a walk, and not just making haphazard decisions. And they must be able to support their decisions. Because of this, let's do this. because you need to hear the why. The why would help you as a parent in raising your child. Because if your child says, oh no, let's go outside, and it's snowing that time, you say, why? No, because I want us to freeze to death. Such a terrible example. That's a terrible example. But then anyways, as terrible as it is, it's important that you understand the why, because understanding the why your child wants us to do this, makes this decision, understanding the why, it helps you, as it gives you an opportunity as a parent to coach and to teach. There was one video, it's very, very funny, and it's not good, but it's very funny, where this child, the parent is asking the child, like, baby, so what must you do when somebody you like, they don't like you back? And the son says, kick them in the face. I'm not laughing. I mean, it's very funny. It's very funny, but that is a teaching and a coaching moment. It's important. That's why it's important, the whys. As soon as the child says, no, let's go out, that person doesn't like me, want to kick them in the face. So it's a teaching moment. That father has an opportunity to teach the child, this is how you handle situations. Just because you like someone, just because you love someone, it doesn't mean they have to love you back. Just because I love you, it doesn't mean that you are forced to love me back. So it's okay to like someone, and if they don't like you back, and it does not make you a bad person, and it doesn't make them a bad person either. So that was a great opportunity, a great moment, a teaching and a coaching moment in emotional intelligence, in making decisions, in navigating relationships, in self-control, self-discipline, maturity. I don't know how the rest of the video goes, because it's only that snippet that they play for us, where the baby says, where he said, no, I will kick them in the face. So I don't know if the parent saw an opportunity to teach. Let's see, there's a message. If my child says that, I'll kick them and say, does it feel good? No, that won't make them love you. So I like what Aiden is saying. I mean, I wouldn't kick them in the face, but I like what you're saying, because it comes to that thing that it's important that when we teach our children, especially when they are being mean and spiteful, that mean and spiteful, it must be by you, the one who loves them the most, the parent. Do it back at them and ask them. Don't do it and keep quiet, and don't delay. Immediately, do it immediately after they've done the folly. Once they've messed up, immediately you do it while it's still fresh, and say, and always point out, I'm doing this because of this behavior, and tell me, do you like it? Is it good? Is it nice? And yeah, so there's, like I said, a great example we using what Aiden is saying. It's where children, while they are still babies, children are creatures, guys. Just understand that creatures, they need to be trained and taught how to behave. The same is true with our children. And true with Aiden saying that won't make them love you at all. That won't make them love you. So you must teach our children resilience, and also for them to understand delayed gratification. So, like, I was using my son as an example. He is gonna hold on and be strong. He's still gonna go and do that video. And I did say to him, he was not happy with me. I say, you will thank me later. And he knows that he needs to do these things, but it's not easy. It's not easy. And he knows he has to do it. With him, he has no choice. Unfortunately, it's not easy. And the gratification, the rewards will come later, and he won't see them right now. And then life skills, again, it says encourage independence. That we just say teach financial basics, self-care, and communication. We need to start teaching our children financial basics much early on in life. You know, financial basics, how to withdraw money, how to tap, pay using a card, how to do this, how to do that, how to budget, give them money, little money, and they need to start learning to budget. You know, knowing that, okay, you have this money, you need to take out money for this, money for this, money for that. And also self-care, as well as communication. Communication we did touch on, but it comes back. Communication is a life skill. It's not only for emotional vocabulary that they are learning, but communication generally is a life skill. Meeting an adult, a fully grown adult who can't communicate or who don't want to communicate is frustrating. You know, there is an adult where they use, I don't want to say sign language as in they, that type of sign. No, they can speak, they can do everything, they hear, they are like you and me, and will say, dude, this. What you get from them is a reaction. So that obviously tells you that this person hasn't yet fully grown. They haven't fully, not grown, but developed. They hadn't fully developed. Unfortunately, time will allow the body to grow and fit the body, fit the stature of an adult. But when coming to development, they are not fully developed. It's important we need to teach our children to communication. This is why I'm also very strict. I don't play. I don't have time to play. You're not going to text me these funny languages. You will text me in English, proper words, full stop, commas, properly. You will think I'm an English teacher. I don't play like that, because to me, I know the importance of communication. It's not just only to send your message across. I know how it affects your development as well. Yeah, time will definitely catch up with them. Time definitely catches up. Definitely, yeah. So the sad thing is that when the body has grown, is in the body of an adult, but there's certain areas of a person that didn't develop, you are now dealing with baby issues in an adult body. And it takes a lot of humility and courage for that adult to come face to face with their shortcomings, especially in things that are simple and that are minor. It is not easy. And if ever you find yourself that you didn't fully develop in certain area, for example, money management, tackle that with passion and head on, and that in any area, communication, tackle it. Don't allow a missed opportunity to define the rest of your life. A missed opportunity, you may have missed the opportunity to develop that area at some time in your life. But now that you know, don't allow that to define the rest of your life. You have the power to turn the tide. And with all of that said, building communication, it's also important. How you can help your child build communication skills is by reading, by listening to proper people speaking properly, not the Scooby-Doo and the Skibbies. They say I've forgotten, but they know there's a Scooby-Doo somewhere there. No, speaking properly, reading, there's these solving those, and also in learning vocabulary, adding to the vocabulary, learning those puzzles, those brain teasers, like crossword puzzles, the word search. If there's a word you don't know, you note it down, whether you highlight it, later on you go check, what does this word mean? That's how you increase vocabulary. That's how you improve your communication as well. And then the last point under life skills, you must let your children experience natural consequences safely. I'll make an example of this. You've got a child, and the child goes to a heater, and you say, don't touch, Nunu, it's hot, it's gonna burn you. Babies, we all know babies. Babies are rebels, guys. Babies are just rebels, natural rebels, just accept it. And you say, no, baby, don't go there, you will burn. Baby will look at you, and the minute you go there, then you look the other way, they see that you're not looking, they start sneaking up to touch the heater. And you say, baby, no. Eventually, when they think you're not looking, they will go. And you can see, I've done that with my child when he was little. he went and put his fingers inside the heater, the grills of the heater, after having told him. And so was like, look at the child. I said, no, leave him. It's like he's gonna burn. Like, yeah, he is gonna burn. And like, that is so like, no, it's not wicked. I've told him it's hot. Now he needs to experience it. So I'm sure you get what I'm saying. I've told, I don't let a child, hence it was saying, let them experience natural consequences safely. Underline and highlight and make bold safely. Safely means that I've warned them, not once, not twice, multiple times. They still want to do this thing. Now I'm going to let them do this thing. Number 2, now that they are doing this thing, I'm going to be there to make sure that this thing doesn't take away their life. So let them feel the pain. And so me being there and watching him put his finger inside the heater, I was there to make sure that his fingers, they don't get hooked and stuck on the heater. You know, I need to know that when he puts his tiny chubby fingers through that fence of the heater, it will burn him and he will pull away fast. Because if he can't pull away fast, I'm going to jump there and try rescue him, right? So safely. So you need to allow your children to experience natural consequences safely. You know, don't be that parent like, let him experience, and you turn a blind eye, you look the other way. If it means you're going to peek through a window so that he doesn't see that you are looking, do that. Because why? You want to make sure it's done safely. You can't protect your children forever. That's one thing you need to understand. You cannot shield them from what this world is. The same way your parents couldn't shield you from the dangers, from the evil, from the cruelty, from the demonic nature, from the, the hate, all these negative energies that we find in this world. In the same manner, God allows you to go through the fire. In the same manner, if God, who loves us so much, can allow you to go through a difficult period, and not because he hates you, but he's doing it in a safely manner. That hardship builds character. So do allow your children to experience natural consequences safely. You must not create natural consequences. Consequences. You don't create natural consequences, but if they put themselves in situations where consequences will catch up, let's say, let's make another example. I used one example of a baby who likes, all babies, they do this. They love to see fire, and babies love to touch everything. So I'm yet to meet a baby who's never tried to put their hand either on a hot stove or in a heater or towards a flame. Let's make another example. Your child, they refuse to study, they make things difficult and stuff. And they are not rebellious children, they are good children. And it's time for exams, and they are not studying as you would like them to study. They are not studying as they should be. You can spend time and decide safely. Remember, safely. So maybe Q1 exams or Q2 exams, and say, okay, I'm not gonna force you to do anything. This is my expectation of you. These are the results I'm expecting. You are on your own, because you got this shenanigans under control. You say you've got this thing under control, and step back. And when the results come back, because they were not studying and they said they got everything under control, when the results come back, it's not what we agreed to. So you see, they are now going to suffer the natural consequences safely. You tackled that matter much more earlier. And then moving forward in the next quarters, in the next terms, you'll find that they'll start opening up for you as a parent. They will start accepting your guidance, because now they know what it felt like to not perform at their potential. They know what it felt like to not get the results that they were expecting. They know the consequences of not following your guidance, of not accepting your support in their studies, and then they will start using you not like a crutch, but they will appreciate you more, even if then they don't want to study, but they will always remember that, hey, you know, if ever I don't work with this person, if ever I don't do this thing that I'm supposed to do, I land in trouble, and I don't want to feel like I did. I don't want to land in that position again. So that is all, my ambassadors. I think what we had, our topic was a lovely topic: raising children in today context, raising boys, raising girls in today context. And we touched on a lot, and I think a lot we touched on, it's something that can be spread across multiple episodes. And we managed to survive. I think we've been here almost 4 hours. We started at about 3:30. 3 + 4, yeah, almost 4 hours we've been here. It was lovely. It was good. Aiden, how are you feeling? You never tried to touch fire. Aiden, I don't believe you. I've never heard of a child who's never tried. You never tried to touch fire. You never tried to touch a heater. You never tried to touch a candle. You never tried to touch a hot stove. Anything hot, you never tried to touch it. And if the answer is still no, my question is, you never tried to touch it because you never had interest in it, or those things were always kept away from you, so you never had access to them? That's interesting. But you wouldn't remember, because remember, you would have been a baby. How would you remember? Cool. Okay, family. Aiden, you see, Aiden is pulling my leg. Aiden has never touched. Oh, then Aiden, look, I choose to believe you. I choose to believe you, but I would love to hear more about this. I would really love to hear more about this. So family, I think we all are exhausted. We all are tired. We pushed for almost 4 hours. And by God's grace, today we started almost on time. We were not 2 hours late. I think we were 10 minutes or whatever late. And the reason why we were not even 10 minutes late, I think 7 minutes late or something like that. And the reason why we were late, that parcel, you remember that Bolt driver? The Bolt driver came late. He delayed us, and then I had to wait for him to arrive to give him the parcel. So today it's been a very interesting time. To the two, and to those who are keeping popping in and out, Aiden, you've been here. Thank you so much, Aiden. I love you so, so much. And everyone else out there, I love you so much. To all the ones who contributed, thank you. God bless you. To the likes, the 15 likes, thank you so very much. God bless you. To those who subscribed, I love you so very much. God bless you. Passerbys, we don't talk to you. Aiden told you, and I'm also going to repeat, grab that chair, sit down. You're going to sit through. So we don't have time for passerbys anymore. Imagine us being friendly. Hi, passerby. Hi, passerby. No. Passerby, sit down. And you, passerby, thank you so much for having taken the time to sit and chat with us. Obviously, you can hear that I am exhausted now. I am tired, and I need to drink some water. And thank you so, so much for all the love, for all the appreciation. And I just want to say to my fellow ambassadors, Aiden missed the start. I'm glad that Aiden was not here at the start of this session. I was almost bullied. Imagine on my own channel being bullied. So what I just want to, I'm not saying that to make anybody feel bad, but I just want to highlight that and remind each other that our arena is about, we see beyond race, we see beyond gender, we see beyond religion, we see beyond spirituality, we see beyond the boundaries that divide our countries, we see beyond nationality. What we see the being inside, we see the spirit, we see the true you, we see your essence. And we also understand that that means we understand We come from different backgrounds. We come from different areas. We see things differently. We treat things differently. And if ever something is not something that you personally you believe in, or you agree with, or you disagree with, it doesn't mean that you are right and everybody else is wrong. And just because you personally you feel this way about a certain thing doesn't mean that thing the other people are wrong and you are right. With all of that said, very important to stress, it doesn't mean that as ambassadors of a fulfilling lifestyle, we don't have standards, we don't have principles. We have principles, and we stand firmly on our principles. We have standards, and we are unyielding on our standards. We have a very strong and solid backbone, and we are strongly rooted in our beliefs. So with all of that said, it was a great lesson learned at the start, and I'm hoping that our fellow ambassadors will also start looking at things with the eye of, just because I believe is this, it doesn't mean that because somebody doesn't share the same belief, they are wrong. Like I said, that doesn't mean we don't have standards. We definitely have standards. There are things we stand firmly against. There are things not being modest, dressing improperly. Let me go straight to hit the bull on the head. Dressing improperly, we stand firmly against that. And that doesn't mean I will dress like your grandmother. Today I look hot and sexy. This is an appropriate dress. It just so happens that you see this top part. And it doesn't mean I'm dressed inappropriately. I'm still dressed appropriately. So we need to understand your standard of, because I'm a Christian as well, and because I'm dressed like this, someone said I must remove the cross because so those are the things that we need. And like I said, I'm not saying this to make anybody feel bad or to shame anybody. I would love for us to look at that, what happened at the start of our program today, and see and start questioning ourselves. Don't just look for learnings. Let's start questioning ourselves. If you strongly believe that as a woman you must be dressed up until your neck up to here, there is nothing wrong with you believing that, but don't force your beliefs on others, and don't poke and make comments that are unnecessary just because your belief. Yes, we are very much in support of modesty. We refuse, improper behavior, improper dress codes. But that doesn't mean that just because you're seeing my collarbone here now and I'm wearing a cross, that Jesus is crying. Did you see him cry? Did you see him? Did he tell you that he's unhappy? So those are the things we're talking about as ambassadors of a fulfilling lifestyle. As we are growing, we are also learning to speak as adults, as young children, whatever age you may be at. We need to learn to speak. We need to be responsible with our words. By God's grace, where I am still learning, I'm still learning how to respond. And the comments, I was not fazed by them. I struggled a bit to respond to the comments because I don't want to offend you. But to me, at the end, is that if you are offended, if what I am wearing does not make you comfortable, by all means, with all due respect, the door is open. You can slide right along, and then you'll come back the day I am dressed to your comfort. But there is nothing wrong with how I've presented myself today. Let's let that be a learning curve. I don't like beating the same drum over and over again. However, at the same time, that was a great learning curve. I think that was a great area that we can anchor on for us to question ourselves, for us to to discuss, to start questioning our beliefs and how we view other people. Are we really judgmental as a people? And how judgmental are we? And remember, when we say you shouldn't be judgmental, we are not saying you don't have standards, we're not saying, it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that. You see, if ever somebody were to come or walk here in a bathing suit, now that is wrong. Like I said, in as much as we are seeing beyond color, seeing beyond gender, seeing beyond this, seeing beyond that, we still have our principle. We are strongly rooted and firmly rooted, and our spine is solid, firm, standing tall, and we are not shaking. We are not moving on our principles, on our standards. But that doesn't mean we can't see or accept somebody who is different from us. With all of that preaching, Aiden, I see there, I totally believe you, Aiden, when you say that you hated ugly things. Aiden has, guys, I've had the privilege to see some of Aiden's work. Aiden is, who is that artist? Pistachio. Please, somebody get the name for me. Pistachio. Aiden is a pistachio. He's gonna be a pistachio of our generation. For Picasso. I think Picasso. You know what? That artist, I don't know. Ever since I've always, and I started off by playing. We were just playing, saying, "Oh, it's pistachio," and pistachio got stuck in my head, and to a point where I'd even forgotten his real name. So I strongly feel, and yeah, Picasso, yeah, him, that pistachio, yes. So I believe that Aiden is a pistachio of our time. You know what I'm trying to say, guys? That him, that one. Okay, let's use an easier name to remember. He's a Michelangelo. Is it Michelangelo, ne? That artist as well. Michelangelo of our time, but more of a pistachio of our time. And he loves beautiful things, and Aiden is very good at what he does. And I look forward to see you, Aiden. I would look forward to seeing you blossom. You know, I look forward to coming to your exhibition one time, you know, and I want to say, I know this guy. I know Aiden. I know him personally. I know him from the arena of ambassadors of a fulfilling lifestyle. I know he's my moderator. He once moderated for me. And I want to be that person who's gonna like, I know him, guys, I know him. And at that time, I'll be at the studios where you will be maybe hosting an exhibition of your artwork. And I really wish you the best. And I truly agree with you that you hate, not just hated, I think you still, even now, hate ugly things. You let's put it in a beautiful light. You love beautiful things, and you are very good at it. You are. I don't have your gift even to save my life. You know that flower you made in that one sitting? It will take me the whole year to make that flower. It will give me a week, you'll come back, it will still not be done. Not because I'm sitting, I'll be actively trying to do that flower. It's just gonna be a disaster. So, but folks, that's it. I'm sure Aiden is also tired. I'm tired. I don't know who else is here with us. I think we all are tired. Those who managed to stick around, we love you so much. Those who are in and out, we love you so much. Our ambassadors, guys, I love you so much. And also, please do remember, we do post every day. The only day we didn't post this week is Wednesday. There is always something being posted every day, at least one post a day. You know, we post either a long video, a short video, a short. So for me, when I say a short video, I don't mean a short. I'm talking about a video that's 5 minutes. To me, that's between 8 and below. That's a short video. A short, it's the one that shows up in the shorts. So, and a post, and we do have a community. Please do pop up and show up. And as we are still in the month of love, I'm wishing you lots and lots of love in everything that you do. Remember, love begins with you. Love yourself so much that that love must overflow, spill over, and it's contagious and touches everyone that is around you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Aiden says, as your second son, I'll show you. Aiden is going to teach me how to. Yeah, Aiden is good. Aiden is good with his hands. It's amazing. I've got my second son. I've got a son who's so good with his hands. At school, I used to, towards the end of the year, when we need to wrap up, I'll be one of those kids. The whole class is coming to help. in the home economics class. When it's towards end of the period, when the cooking, the others will come to help me finish the cooking. And I'm so blessed to have Aiden, who is at the very thing that I am not good at. That's the very thing he is excelling in. So it's so difficult to say bye-bye. I see we've got someone who's just joined us. Dear joiner, thank you so much for joining. We are exhausted. We are hungry. And thank you so much for popping in. If you've just joined, we do have these sessions every Friday. And today it took much longer, 4 hours exactly that we've spent together today. We are not complaining. We are grateful to God. We are grateful that we have the means, the ability, the tools and the time to actually sit together like this and have this conversation. A lot was discussed. This video is going to be private. There is some editing we need to do. There's some personal information that accidentally got exposed. So we need to edit certain things out. And also there is so much that has been shared. So what we're going to do with some of our lives as well, we're going to try and we're not going to edit the live, but we're going to take stitches from the lives and create videos that we can also post there. And we love you all. And what month is this? We're still in the month of love. We are going, if you are in Johannesburg, here's a plug. If you are in Johannesburg, tomorrow, which is the 21st of February, no, I don't work for Johannesburg Zoo, but accessing the zoo tomorrow is going to be 21 Rand. 21 Rand. You'll be saving we'll be saving almost 120 rands. So please, if you didn't know what you want to do, take your boy child, take your girl child, go to the zoo, prepare some meals at home. You know, your meals, your juice, your drink, the only thing you pay for is for transport that will get you there, and then you pay for 21 Rand entrance. Let the kids sit with you in nature, enjoy nature. As my phone is about to die, I just want to say I love you all so much. Stay blessed. And looks like I saved the phone. I want to say I love you all so much. Stay blessed. Let's remember to be intentional in everything that we are doing. And to our young junior ambassadors, we are so proud of you. You know, for you to be able to sit and listen to such content, it's something to be, what's the word? Commendable. You know, it's something to be commendable, really. To our young ambassadors, you know, it's much more nicer to sit and listen to these cartoons and whatever, but to come listen to such heavy topics and still also contribute, it is something that is really, really commendable. We love you all. Our next live is gonna be next week, Friday, same time, same place. And yeah, until then, bye bye. I love you, Aiden. I love you, my son. Bye, guys. Yeah, now I have to shut down, but I've already said bye bye. Ne? Bye. I have to go do mommy duties now. I have to go cook.